Shh. Winners talking.
Winners Talking podcast back again.
Mm-hmm.
They call me Pounds. They call me Pound Sterling the Hustler. My co-host as always, Big Doug,
They are.
the one and only.
They are.
Special guest in the building today. Movie connoisseurs and aficionados, producers, directors,
Come on.
guys that have done a lot for the scene. From acting to being a big jungle DJ from early, and we're gonna talk all of that as well. You don't get to swerve that, my G. I'm of the era, my G. Don't get
Let
to
them
swerve
know.
that.
Yeah.
Because when I was a youth, man, them Shabbat, come on,
come
we're
on.
gonna get to all of that. So we're not bypassing all of that and going straight to the.
Let them
you
know.
see it, so we're gonna cover all of that. Yeah. Nicky Slimting Walker, Femi. Let me get the pronunciation right.
I want to see if you did.
Say it for me. Oyeniran.
No. It's easy. I do this
Go
for
on.
mainly white people, but I do it for my
Do
black
it for the
people
man them
today.
as well. Do it for the man them.
Oh yay, ran.
Oyeniran. Okay.
Yeah.
Femi Oyeniran.
Yeah. Come on.
Femi Oyeniran.
There you go.
That's how I'm gonna edit it and make it look like I said it myself.
And then just chop out that.
Yeah, you know, chop out. It's just these men know. I don't even have to say
Man,
something.
like he got it right. You see?
Yeah.
With the jumpy ending.
But yeah, man, honored to have you, man, here. Big up yourselves. Saw you like the other day at the party. Mm-hmm. We'll get to all of that later when Ab's here. Abra Cadabra is still to arrive soon. You know, we've gone for the three-headed monster today. The trilogy, Dynasty Business, Legacy, new movie out on the 15th, I believe.
September, yeah.
15th of September. Let's be clear on that. Trapping. We were lucky enough to get an advanced viewing link. We've seen it.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Sick movie.
Good to have you here, my bros. What are you saying to me?
No, thank you for having us, man.
Come on.
It's overdue.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it, man.
Like us man don't really talk and go on the podcasts, and we just put our heads down and work. So
been putting in bare work.
putting in bare work. So it's time to step out a little
I'm
bit.
excited to be here, you know, like, because
appreciate you, bro.
I've been like watching the work you guys have been doing and like how you've developed the pod and like, you know, it's now like an integral part of culture. Do you know what I mean? And so like for me, like we are self-starters. Like we create platforms for ourselves. And we'll get into that. Even like, you know, everything that I've done as a filmmaker, no, I didn't get permission. I wasn't backed. I've got no cosign. Like there's no one cosign me like that to do what I do. And so we create the platform. So when I see other like people do that for themselves, like I'm just like, it's exciting because that's what we have to do. We have to create something out of nothing. So like I'm really excited to be here because I've watched the podcast religiously like over the years to see to where it is now,
100%.
where it's like cool, like it's part of the things you have to do when you got something coming up.
Part of the run-up.
Yeah.
Bro, that's a blessing.
Bro, respect and appreciation for that because I hear you and that's all we know. Like that's always been my thing. Putting my money where my mouth is and running with an idea. And I know you lot are the same. And we have been talking this for the longest time. We said it. It's not a lie. Every time we've seen each other for the last year and a half.
Yeah, I've been like,
And with you, Nicky, last year, every time we speak, it's, listen, we've got a film coming and then we're going to want to pull out. I say, yeah, as soon as it's done. And so said, so done. Because we're honourable, we're men of our word, you understand? So it shows that you, man, are, we are. But before we get into the film too much, let's talk about some previous films. Because we'll wait for Abra to come to really get into trapping. I think it's just, that's only right. But we're going to talk, let's talk the intent to parts of the culture. Definitely parts of the culture.
100%.
At the party the other day, you said to me, people say to you at times, you lot put rappers in them films too much and all of that, or they question you on putting the rappers in the film. When you were going through the creative process, was it always in your plans to go that route and include certain man from?
Yeah, with the intent one, like it came off. Me and Nicky made a film together called It's a Lot. That was our first film, and I remember like I met Nicky through a mutual friend years ago. I did kidulthood, I did adulthood. I don't think I'd done another hood then, and I might have been 20 or 21.
You was doing a lot of hood.
In it a lot.
Wow.
Why?
Pause.
You know, adulthood. Yeah, I'll say. I'm thinking, is someone gonna say it?
That is a big pause. That is a big pause.
But carry on. No, because man said he did adulthood, then another hood. I said, no, I can't do this. Yeah, carry on.
But yeah, I did these films that had hood at the end. Yeah.
That's right.
And so at that point, I was like, I was thinking about doing my own things. Then a mutual friend introduced me to Nicky. I was like, oh my gosh, you're Nicky Slimting. Like I used to listen to you all the time on Pirate Radio. I was so gassed. Like I was because remember, as a youth man, I went St. Aloysius in North London.
Yeah.
Like loads of legends went to my school, like actors, musicians, barbers, like literally proper people, like Daniel Kaluuya, Slider Cuts. Dappy.
Did Tommy Malik go there as well?
Yeah, Tommy Malik. Like so many sick people went to that school. I don't know how everyone came out sick because the school was meaty. Like in terms of like literally we went on, like loads of people went on to do really well. Even like John Boyega's agent went there. Joe Cole, the footballer, went there. Like so many sick people spread out. We went all in the same year. Like literally spread out over like 5, 6, 7 years. Went to that school. Anyway, I've got to a point now where like I meet Nicky, I'm gassed because I remember like being a youth man listening to like Grime on Mondays and like listening to literally every person on that lineup, taping it, going to school the next day, swapping tapes with my brethrens, like and all of that stuff. So I was like, oh my gosh, you're like Nicky Slimting from East Connection. He's looked at me like, but you're an actor, like you're from films, like. Like, and people always surprised that I know about culture, but I grew up on an estate. I'm like everyone else. Like I wasn't born in kidulthood. Like I was born in Nigeria, moved to England when I was like 10 years old, and I grew up on an estate like everyone else did it. So I was on what everyone else was on. And so for me, like when we linked up, Nicky was like, I want to make this film. He had a film. And then we made it, we wanted to make that film, and I was like, no, let's do it. It's a lot because it's different. It's not street. I wanted to do something that wasn't street.
Was that because you were worried about getting typecast after doing all of the adults and kidulthoods and all them?
It was because, and I still believe this, it was because that I felt, and I still feel, the full breadth of the Black British experience needs to be told. Because I've been to estates in Brixton, but I've also been to people's yards in Brixton that are a mad thing. And that's not recently. Yeah. That's from like, do you know what I mean? Like I went to like some barrister guy invited me to his yard one time. Like he has this summer party. Black guy, you know. I'm there, there's bare black people there. I'm like, is this Brixton? Because I've gone in the bathroom. At the time, the bathroom was bigger than like rooms in my yard. Like, do you know what I mean? It was just a mad thing. And so for me, I think it's important to tell their stories as well. 100%. So I wanted to tell another story that was different. But I also, saying that, I also really believe that the hood stories still need to be told. And I think that there's a full spectrum of them that still haven't been told. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Only elements have been touched on. Like, there's no one's made a fraud film yet. But there's man that bang F, like, you know, like growing up, that was growing up.
All they did.
Growing up, do you know how deep it was? Growing up here, my mum's brethrens were banging F.
Come on, bro.
Like,
you said where you was born already.
Yeah.
I know, sir. Do you know?
Yeah, we know already. Embedded in man's culture.
Do you know what? There's things that, like, you know, like you can get into, like, that have just not been told about growing up on the ends and all of that stuff. So there's so many layers that I believe should be told. But at that point, Nicky had this concept. I was like, oh, let's do that. We ran with it. And it wasn't as successful as we thought it was going to be. And I was a bit like down because...
What's that? Is that? It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah. That's probably the least favourite.
I was down. I'll tell you, I was super down because I
don't mean to make you feel worse by saying it was my least favourite. It was all right.
No, I don't mind. I don't mind.
To be fair, it's dead, man. Like it's not the work that we
we didn't accomplish. It wasn't as accomplished as our later work. But at the same,
first one though, isn't it?
Yeah. But at the same time,
but it's still a movie.
No, do you know what it is? It's a movie. It came out in the cinema. It was at Leicester Square. It went on Netflix.
Hold on. We're gonna have to. And what did Chris Eubank say? Have some parliamentary procedure in there because sometimes Nicky needs to speak because he was about to speak and you kind of you're very powerful. You know, go on, what were you gonna say there?
No, I was gonna say like literally like It's a Lot was our first movie. It was a film that it was more of a commercial film. It brought awareness to the ACLT. You know, that like in the ACLT, there's a lot of people, black people, mixed race people suffering with leukemia, and they don't get enough donors and stuff like that. So we wanted to bring awareness to that. You know, there was a deeper message behind the film, but obviously it just didn't bang in culture. And then for me, when it didn't work out, I just thought Top Boy, the first ever Top Boy had come out. You know, the one that came out for 4 days, the first, the original one. Yeah. I was watching that. I was like, nah, we need to make something like this. Obviously, man's a fan of Boys in the Hood, the Paid in Fools, the Menace to Societies, all of these things. I was thinking, you know what, we just need to make something like that here, just with the man. But in my mind, because I was coming from like pirate radio, grime culture, the underground, I remember like all the DVD era was popping off, you know, like Lord of the Mics, you know, Risky Road. So in my mind, I was thinking if we make a film and we just put it on DVD and we show it at dances and we show it outside colleges, we can make a quick 100 grand to £250,000, you know what I'm saying? We're just shooting it out of the boot of our car, a movie. Kind of formula what Dame Dash and them guys did. Yes. So in my head, I was like, Fem, we need to go again. We need to make something that's more street. And it was like, yeah, cool, like let's just do it, innit? So man went off, made the first draft of the movie, like came back to him, we sat down, I remember in central London, read it to him, he's like, yeah, this bangs. So like gave it to him, he went and added his flavours to it. I was like, yeah, let's just make this film, like, we're going to do it independent. But we had no bread, innit? Like, we had to put up our own bread. Yeah. Then we had to go to our brethren and find investors, like, to put money into the film. But all the way through that film, I knew I was going to put Sculpture in it, innit? Because I'd watched Sculpture and Top Boy, and I thought it was sick. Yeah. And then him and Bashi and Wretch had a song, Ransom.
Yes. Ransom.
Ransom was cold. Ransom was cold. I was like, you know what? I need to get Sculpture. Like, Sculpture's that's so sick. So obviously I knew him, had a bit of a relationship with him, rang him, spoke to him about the film over the phone. He's like, yeah, I'm in. And then we just like, my brethren had a camera. It was crazy how it all came together because we're still new to filmmaking, innit? Like, man don't really know what they're doing. We made this a lot, but now we're on our own, like literally doing it independent, and just started reaching out to everybody. I said, this is the film we wanna do, and this is how we're gonna do it. And everyone sort of jumped on board. We got Fecky involved. We got Scorcher involved, and then we had a whole Krypton Conan. We didn't even know Krypton Conan like that. Big up Fast Lane Wes. Like our mutual friend introduced me to Fast Lane Wes, and he was like, yeah, Krypton Conan and my brethren, and he set up a meeting. We told them, and they were just like, yeah, we're in. Like, all these times, we didn't really have no paper to pay anyone.
Like, I want to say, like, Krypton Conan, like, they're two of the realest guys in the game in terms of, like, the way they deal with people. Like, for me, like, you know what, I don't think I've ever gone on record and said it. I just think, like, I've got the most respect for them. I feel like they're super respectful. Like, they understand business. They also understand and investing in other people's visions and not just their own. Yeah. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, you see, like, all of us here today, like, when Abra comes, like, they've been massively influential in his career. Like, I want to say, like, you know, in terms of, like, what they did for us and the intent, that was massively, like, influential in our career. Like, do you get what I'm saying? So, like, for me, like, in terms of, like, what I've been able to achieve in my career and, like, what I plan on achieving, I think they're properly pivotal.
I big them up.
And when we was picking the lineup, for me, I don't really know no actors, do you understand? I know him, but I just know Music Man, do you understand? I know Music Man and Street Man, and that's all I know. Because I know all the Street Man from my ends, and when I'm in the dances playing, all the bad men are in the dances.
Simple. I've played that. I feel that's what made part of the reason why the movie flew, because of the man them being in it and how it was put together. That helped push it forward, because culture is culture, innit? And there's relatable faces, so you're more inclined. Each man's got a fan base. You don't know the business, innit? So you know what it comes to. But all right, let me maneuver from that. Do you lot both realize, like apart from shooting right, let's start with the movie. You lot made the movie. It's a lot. Then you've gone on to do these, like, you lot. I use this thing where I say you lot are like the first to go over the hill. You've made a movie by yourself. You've gone over there by yourself. No one knows what's on the other side of it. You put yourselves out there at risk. So you lot are taking the arrows and the slings and all of that of the movie went good, or the movie is good. It's bold, bruv. You man are iconic in the scene. You from the movie side and the other stuff you've done, and you from. Do you know how, like, remember them Kidulthood in them movies were like some of the first movie representations of the culture. Your character in it, Mooney, is an iconic character. Let's call it how it is, bro. it's an iconic character. Even as you start going, I want to start laughing because I remember some of the scenes. And you were fully in character. Like everyone's watched. My son will watch Kidulthood, and my younger son has watched it already. My younger son at some point will watch it. It's one of them kind of films. You understand? Like, what was that? Was that your first?
So I was 17 years old. I was at college. I'd done like just acting. I was doing A-level acting. I love acting, but I didn't really see it as a job that you could do because like there wasn't. Well, you have to remember, I'm growing up like I'm the last generation. I'm 36, right? So I'm the last generation. I grew up without internet and with internet. Do you get what I'm saying? Like there's youths that came after, they just know internet. Right, so like, but I'm between. Like, I had cassette, CD,
all of it,
and MP3. Like, so I had all of it. I was across all of it. So then
and Nicky
these,
had decks.
You're making it sound like I'm old.
Nicky
bro.
had
No,
vinyl.
I want my baiting on your thing. Because I remember the tape. Like, I had a tape in school. I had a tape, Nicky Slimting, and then man. Well, you know them tape.
He's prime. He was number one for all of them.
Come on.
No, but
All them tape.
no,
Carry on.
but then what was I saying? So then internet and no internet, and then at the same time I didn't really see acting as a career that you could do. But I got good grades at school, so like, you know, I got A's, A stars, whatever. Like, you know, I was fresh from Nigeria. I didn't even understand why youths didn't really care about education. I found it really weird. I'm like, your parents are not paying for you to come to school. It's kind of a decent standard. Why is everyone like behaving badly in school?
Yeah, they were fucking around.
I was just so confused. Like I was just like, what is this? Like why do people here think it's weird to be smart? Because I was getting good grades, I was having fights, and I was playing football. So I was doing the full spectrum of like what you could do. Like I was just enjoying the full. Whereas like a certain man just didn't really rate like the studying thing. But I really like I was good at school, so I got good grades, and so I thought I was just gonna be a lawyer. So like I did eventually go to uni, studied law, like straight from college and all of that. When I'm in college doing my A-levels, I'm like leaving college one day, and then I run into like my drama teacher, and he's like, "Oh, here's a man, this is No Clock. He used to come here 10 years ago and he's doing a film and he wants kids to audition for his film. Like, I think you're one of the best actors we've got in our college. You should stay." And then I'm like, nah, because I went college in West London, but I grew up in North London. And back then it was quite ends-ish. I didn't really want to, even though I went college in West, I liked West, and there were like nice girls, and it was a nice experience to be out of the ends for the first time in my life. I weren't trying to stay in West London past a certain time.
I wasn't trying to be there
I wasn't
after dark.
trying to be on no one else's. I wasn't trying to be on people's blocks like that. I wasn't on it. So I was like, nah, but like, how long do I have to stay for? They're like, no, you just have to stay. Like, tell your parents it's fine, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh. So like, No Clock comes up to me, he's like, "Oh, you're a good actor." Like, I'm like, "Yeah, I think I am." He's like, "You should stay then. If you're good, we'll put you through to the next round of audition, blah, blah, blah." Cut a long story short, I get the part in the film. And then like, you know, I do loads of auditions. Eventually I get the part like, you know, like I had to re-audition a year later, I get the part in Kidulthood. And that was how I got into acting. But then after that, the film didn't come out for time. So I just went uni, like was doing my law degree. I didn't really think much of it. Like, you know, it was a good experience. It was just the sickest experience. I had time off college. The college was easy going. College didn't really mind them times, innit? Like, it was EMA times. I was pissed because I wanted my EMA as well. It's but like, you know, I went college.
I should shoot in a film.
Yeah, I shot a film and then I came back and I got better because A-levels used to do exams in January. I got better grades than the kids that were in college the whole time. Because on set, I remember the producer was like, "You're mad. Like, why are you studying like in between scenes?" I goes,
Yeah, you was dedicated.
"No, I was on it.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like, I'll be honest.
that.
I think that's important to me to communicate
it.
because there's different. Like,
let it be known.
I like communicating that. No, I grew up on an estate, but I was on my studies. Like, I wasn't like, and I went to one of the best unis in the world. Like, I went to the London School of Economics. I studied law there. Like, I went to one of the best unis in the world. I want to point that out because even though like you're growing up on a block, there's different ways to be like growing up on a block. Like, do you get what I'm saying? But anyway, the film didn't come out for time. And so I just forgot about it. And then one day they're like, "Oh, the film's coming out." And it came out in my final few months of college. And then it just like, grew and grew, and it was a tiny film. It wasn't really meant to do what it did, and it grew and grew to become this like iconic sort of. If you're from if you come to remember we met these girls in Cannes. We went to Cannes Film Festival one time, and then they were like, "Oh my gosh, you're the guy from Kidulthood." No, listen to this though. What killed me they're like, "Oh my gosh, you're the guy from Kidulthood." That's the film that people watch when they go to London and they want to learn about the culture. Because they were from Jordan or something. They were from Israel, Jordan. They're like, that's what. And in my head, I was like, "Rah, that's what you lot use it for."
Remember that film's on BBC. It comes on BBC every year without film. Man,
Remember at that time,
We didn't have nothing else.
There was nothing like it. There was Bullet Boy. Do you remember Bullet Boy?
Yeah, Bullet Boy.
There was Bullet Boy.
Storm Damage.
And there was Storm. You're going back. And then there was Rolling with the Nines.
Oh yes.
Rolling with the name.
Them
But
films.
none of those.
Them films set pace. They're the films that made me
that
want.
had the most commercial success. Kidulthood had the most.
Yeah, Kidulthood had the most commercial success, but I feel
those
like
films definitely set
I
pace
feel
for
like
culture.
people don't mention those films, and them films were
One
important.
Day,
One
But I feel like,
One day was.
But like, if you're talking about people from Georgia and they're watching it, like, Kidulthood is gonna be.
Yeah,
They would never know about.
No,
like,
they wouldn't know about those other films like that.
All right, while Femi step, let's talk you now. Slimting Records.
Yeah,
We won't go as far back as the job. We're gonna go Slimting Records.
yeah. Slimting Recording.
Slimting Recordings.
Yes.
That was a bit. Let's talk that tune as well.
The link
Kelly
up.
the link up.
Yeah,
Big tune. Bizzle, Bashi.
yeah. Early.
How you put that together?
Do you know what it is? It was just like, obviously, without going
Nah,
too
Bashi,
way
like,
back,
that
like
Bashi with the two gal
obviously,
around.
like.
Bashi had the two
You
gal.
got a good memory. You know what?
They was all tearing off
You know what
garments.
it was? You know what it was? It was that era of like
I was there.
the 8-bar era. Leaf had made Pow.
Yeah.
There was all of these big 8-bar tunes.
Yeah.
South London had a version of their tune, and do you know what it was? It's like I was listening to. If you listen to the record now, I was listening to a lot of Little John. Remember, Little John came out with that crunk sound, and I remember finding
hear
it.
it now. I can hear it.
I found the sound on my keyboard. I was like, no, I'm running with this. You know? And then I had a relationship with Kelly LaRock already. I knew her for years. And obviously Lethal and everybody, we were just all the man them, innit? From the same ends, we're all on radio. I'm like, I need you, man, to jump on this tune. And then Lethal done his verse. I had Fuming on it. And then Bashi was around us. He was from West London, but he was coming to East London a lot. He was doing radio. And he was around Major Ace and East Connection and everybody. And I just put that record together, like just had Nasty Crew on it, had More Fire, had loads of people on the record. I was like, I want to shoot a video. And obviously the hottest video director at that time was Mo Ali. He made Power, and he's a big director now. Like he's made lots of films. He's just got a film on Apple, Hijack with Idris Elba.
Yeah.
But he
Box Set. I just finished watching it.
Yeah, he's one of the directors of that. But he was he was like the biggest director of that time. And I remember going to him and I was like, he's like, yeah, I want to make this video. And he's like, yeah, cool. And I told him that idea. I want to have everybody at different places. And he's like, yeah, 5 bags. But 5 bags back then was crazy. I know it sounds silly now. Like
silly.
back then, it was a lot of change. It was a lot of change. So man's like, oh, I have to find the 5 bags. So a guy I used to work, my brethren who I was really tight with at the time and still tight with to today, Double O, like me and him rounded up the money. And we shot the film, we shot the video, and we put it out on Channel U, and it was banging off. It was like #1 on Channel U for ages, you know. Like when you got #1 on Channel U back then, it meant something. Like you felt you didn't even care about recouping any money. You just knew you landed.
That's the only chart we had.
Yeah, it's the only chart we had.
A couple #1s
You know,
on there.
yeah, man. So it was the era. It was a great time, and you know, like man's been in this a long time. So when people see me and people are like, wow, you're killing it now. You're like, I'm 25 years deep
in the game.
Like I only feel like I've started to like see a bit of success now, and I've done loads of things, you know.
A lot of work.
Like a lot of work,
You're like me though. Sometimes I look at, I just say, no, not even sometimes. I always look at and just say, all of that was to go on for man to.
Yeah, no, 100%. You know, that's all a part of the school. That's all about the graft, you know.
Yeah.
I think if I didn't do like. I was a promoter, I was a DJ, I was a producer.
Big DJ, you know. I know you don't want to talk it, but big DJ, you know.
Like, do you know what? The DJ thing, I'm getting back into it hard next summer. Like, I'm coming to clean up on the festival.
Yeah, come
and do that whole circuit. But the DJing thing was my life.
Yeah.
Like, do you understand? Like, from when I won Cool School, like the jungle days, I was. I was like 13, 14 at school.
Brother, we was youths. That's what I'm saying. I remember hearing when you won it. I was in school when he won Cool School.
Man was 14 when I won Cool School. Like I would go to school in the week, and then at the weekends I'd be on Cool FM. Like, do you understand? Sometimes they would call me and like I'll come straight from school and then like do night shift, graveyard shift, wake up, got school in the morning. Everyone in school's gas because they listen, big me up. Like man was like a superstar in school.
Bro, he reached out. He reached out, bro.
Radio, man.
He reached out, bro. Like we all knew, like when you won Cool School, like we're in school as well. And I remember man them bringing the tapes in the morning.
Yeah, like legendary stuff. R.I.P. Skibbity.
Yeah.
I was making like tapes with Skibbity when I was 15. Like Skibbity would come over from South all the way to my auntie's house because my uncle had decks. I didn't even have decks like that. Techniques were mad expensive. I had sound labs. People don't ever know about all these things. Belt drive. Belt drive decks.
Belt drive. Man, that's the direct. Yeah, man, don't.
So man's got to my uncle's doing mixes with Skibbity, making tapes and just putting them around
R.I.P.
the end,
the great Skibbity. The greatest jungle MC. Gas
Bro.
by, hey, when man was 15 or ever sneaking into them raves, it was to really hear Skibbity.
It was mad.
Man just had the tapes.
Legend, bro. So all them times there, then I linked up with Maxwell D because obviously we're from the same ends.
Yeah.
And then me and Maxwell would go into Cool FM and we'd do sets. And then I remember we got our first booking like for Cool FM birthday bash.
Oh, so Maxwell used to spit jungle and all that, yeah? I didn't know that.
Maxwell was hot, big in jungle. And Wiley, all of them.
I know Wiley did. I've heard
Maxwell
Wiley
was big in jungle, man.
I've heard Wiley spit.
Maxwell had jungle on Smash.
Yeah.
Like, do you understand? He was coming through him, Skibber, Shabba. Used to go up, even certain times when I wasn't on Cool FM, he was up there with all the big boys.
I can imagine, though.
And then he went jail. The only reason he's not probably like, he came off the jungle thing is because he went jail. 1996, he went to jail. And I remember, like, man was devastated because it was our first booking. We was playing at Cool FM birthday bash at Laser Drum Peckham.
Come on.
Old school venue.
Laser Drum, you know?
Well, man's in school.
Yeah.
Like, do you understand? Getting bookings and them times there. Like it's so different now because them times there just to have your name on a flyer, and I managed to put all the flyers up in their bedrooms. You know, like you go like, bro, it was like that was like playing at Wireless.
Yeah,
like to how people feel now.
Bro,
huge.
The flyers, bro. I remember man used to save the flyers.
Yeah, all
like,
of them.
Yeah, the flyers. And whatever list the DJ was, that's the reverse list of how it's gonna of the sets.
Legendary time. Yeah. So, like, man's seen, grown up in a baby of jungle, like. Into garage and grime, into what it is now. Like, do you understand? Man's transitioned from all of those generations and involved. And the thing I would say to everybody, like, people are like, oh, but have you kept relevant? But man just keeps reinventing himself. But all of those skills I've had from a youth. Yeah. Because my mum used to send me drama school every Saturday. Like, I used to go Silver Young Theatre School.
Yeah.
Like, every Saturday, without choice, I had to go. Like, get on the train, go Marylebone. Do acting, do all of those things.
That's why, sorry to cut you, sometimes that's why you lot, when your parents are telling you do certain things, trust in them a bit. Because they know, they know innit, and giving you them skills that you can use later in life.
My mum gave me, like, she pushed all those skills into me, and I didn't use none of those skills until like 15, 20 years later.
But you had them.
I had them, just done, because I was around cameras, I was around acting, I was around all of those things. So for me, and then when people talk about films, I've attempted to make 6 films before you've even seen the intent. Like, do you understand? That's just the one that actually made it out. Like, as soon as I met Fem, like, I'm a hustler. Like, wherever I meet people, I want to reason with them. Do you understand? So I knew I want to make films. I need to be around actors. So when my brethren was like, oh, I know that you from Kiddo, I was like, line up a meeting. Bring him to the studio. I made him come to the studio. As soon as Femi entered the room, I was pitching him movies. I had my scripts ready. My ideas are ready.
Was he receptive to it straight away?
Because he knew who I was, and he was like a fan of grime, and he knew man from radio and come to my parties and that. He was open to it. Do you understand? I'm not even gonna lie. Like, but he went off and made the next film called The Brotherhood. And I'm a kind of person, bro. Like, if I've got an idea, I wanna move on it. If you're not moving with me, I'm just gonna be. I'm not waiting on you. Like, I'm one of those people. Like, I'll find a way. And then he hit me back up, and we made It's a Lot. And even when we was making It's a Lot. Like, there's certain things I wasn't feeling, but because I'm a student and I'm soaking up the information, I don't act too big for my boots too early. So, you know what? I'm just gonna ride the wave and learn it. So I'm watching what that cameraman's doing. Or what does he do? What does he do? What's that person's role? Who do I need to hire? So all of that time I'm making It's a Lot, I'm just learning the business because I know.
Don't be like my cameraman because I probably would have got up by now and tightened the shot to just you since it's just you.
I was thinking that, you know.
So don't be like him.
I was thinking that, you know.
Don't be like him.
Yeah,
Don't be like him. Carry on, sir.
Yeah, he was saying we'll just use that one now. Like,
Yeah,
he's using that one. Yeah.
Me, like I'm always studying the game, especially the game I want to be in. So it's important for me to understand the infrastructure and the business. Because it's called the movie business.
Yeah, 100.
Like if you don't know the business of it, it's not even
100.
you don't even enter it, bro.
Yeah.
So for when man, well, go on from.
Abs, pull up on the left. Yeah, pull up on the left.
So from when I got into the movie thing, like I always knew if I brought the same energy that I brought from when I've done my dances, from when I done my DJing, I just gonna transfer those skills into film.
Yeah.
It's the same, bro. It's all the same thing. Like, do you understand? It's just you can if you can put on a dance, you can promote a movie.
Yeah,
it's the same thing, bro. It's about getting to the people.
Yeah.
And it's about understanding culture. So for us, like we made the intent. That's why when we made the intent too, in my head, watching Belly and watching all of these shotters, I had to get Teddy Brockshot in intent too because
that was big.
In my mind, I was like, bro, no one's had a yard man like iconic like that in a film. So for me, I found him on Instagram.
You know I rate Nicky? Nicky goes to me, I want to get Teddy Brockshot in a film. I said, bruv, get him then.
Right, let's just take a moment, pay some bills. Shout out Manscaped, the Weed Whacker 2.0, the Lawnmower 4.0. Make sure you get them. Use the code WINNERS, 20% discount. Yeah?
Yeah.
Free shipping as well. Use the code WINNERS.
Winners.
You've been using yours from time.
Oh, it's a natural thing now. It's
I've been
always,
using mine from time.
bro, like, and plus on top of that, they got the boxes, they got the full man care package. You get
Telling
me?
you. Summer's here.
Yeah.
Get your grooming on.
Come on.
Pattern up. You know, make sure your feet, your move, your stroke is stroking.
Stroke is stroking with
Understand?
no
Gallim's
friction and no
The
restrictions.
Gallim's gonna
You
be
get
loving
me?
you for it, bro.
Trust me.
The Gallim are gonna be onto you differently, bro.
And you're gonna just feel good in yourself. Hygiene is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like it's just took man's thing to a whole
20%
next level in terms of keeping man clean, fresh. Do you get me?
And we all love a discount. We all love a discount, 20% discount. All down to the lip balm I've been using. You know the tea
The
tree,
lip balm. I got all of that. I swear
all
I
of
got-
that I've been using. The
got like that
deodorant,
rolls
body
with me
spray,
24/7.
shampoo and conditioner, you name it. Manscaped. 20% discount
And I can
when
bounce
you use the code
body,
WINNERS
the body wash and everything
plus free shipping.
proper.
Yeah,
Proper.
no, it's
It's a
all
big
official,
long
bro.
tube with the
It's
squeezy
official,
thing.
it's
It just
official.
sits in the shower thing on the side. It's calm. You get me?
Get involved, take advantage of the situation. 20% discount and free shipping when you use the code WINNERS at manscaped.com.
Because it was like,
Was it? Yeah, go.
He was like, no, we have. Do you know what I like Nicky? Like why me and Nicky work together? Nicky comes up with random mad ideas that I think are sick, and I'm like, but bro, how are we gonna do that?
Yeah, but we have to
A
find
lot
a way.
of the time, I'm like, bro, but how are we gonna do that? And then he's like, do you know what, Fem? I DM'd him. I started chatting to him on Instagram. He's gonna FaceTime us today. I'm like, but how? He's like, bro, man's got the blue tick.
Bro, I'll be honest. Bro, like I'll be honest.
I said the blue
Like,
tick.
bro,
Hey.
certain man are using blue tick to get girls, bro. I'm using the
For
blue tick to
business.
chop up business, bro.
yeah,
Like, do you understand?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
man's official, bro. Like, there's some of the relationships that man's got worldwide is unbelievable. Like, I'm speaking to people that like I grew up on.
Yeah.
Like, I could like FaceTime them, where like they've seen man's movie,
Yeah.
they rock with man. Like, do you understand? Because for me, like, seeing Americans do it and seeing all these people do it, we can do it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like
100%.
they come from the same places. As obviously America's bigger. But
100%.
I'm just on that hustling thing, bro. So for me, getting Teddy Brockshot in the film, like I just knew it would be iconic, and it was his last film he ever done. R.I.P. He
Salute.
passed
R.I.P.,
away.
legendary.
But legendary, bro. Like not many people can say they worked with him, met him, know him, and for me, he's our Denzel Washington of the culture.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because he's done iconic films, iconic lines that will live forever.
Right, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
do you understand? Past his life, you know, he's a legend. And for me, it was important. And going to Jamaica and shooting in yard, like my family's Jamaican. For me, it was important. Like, when we was gonna make the intent to, everybody's like, yo, you lot are mad, like to go Jamaica, Kingston and shoot a movie. But I'm like, bro, if we link the right people, we're patterned.
Simple.
Do you understand? When we linked the right people and we went to Jamaica, it was patterned. Like, we had the best time of our life in Jamaica. It was
Simple.
like it was just love.
And that's what it's about. But hold on.
Yeah.
I'm not making it pass without giving my dog he's getting the big intro.
Yeah.
He's gonna get the big forward. You understand? Cause big artist stepping here right now, yeah? We have to big him up. One of the coldest artists to come out the UK. And I say that at times, but you know what I'm gonna give, man? I know you've tore down festivals. I know you've torn down this, that, the other, but I can tell you right now, yeah, you made a tune that me and all my niggas was thumping off like crazy. You understand? Niggas was, I like niggas. Niggas is calling each other up. Yeah. You understand? Man can't say 3-9 bars of the Buju Bantan, let's do it. and me not be like, oh, what did this shit just say?
Yeah.
Oh, what's that? I said, what? Abra Cadabra in the building. What you saying to me, Abs?
Yes, family, man. You know
Come
the
on,
thing,
man. Good to
Live,
have you
yeah.
here, my G. I had to give every man has to get the proper intro.
on.
on the
I appreciate
proper
it, man. Appreciate
Get
it.
it.
Thanks for having me.
And I just want you to know that you understand on a level, cause I know you've done all of those things, but personally, you understand what it did for the man then, because before we move back onto everything else, but you see that tune there, it was so real to the time of what was going on at the time. Cause them times there, it was either that, it was a lot, it was that. The shotters them, the robbers them.
Literally, bro.
Literally.
Yeah,
You understand?
literally, bro.
The youths them were saying, who's got time to build a line? I'm gonna go and get mine, man.
yeah.
You understand? That's what they was on. I used to chat to my wife, she used to say, nah, you man, build a line.
it,
Nah,
man.
we're waiting outside for my man in a van.
timing.
Brother, that's all they were on, you know.
Yeah, bro.
And them youth, they were patient, you know.
Yeah, wait. For
Them youth, they will talk when brother. They were waiting
2-3
in
days, they were
brother. They
waiting.
parked. They're in the van waiting. Like it wasn't a joke thing. It wasn't a joke thing, you know. They were dedicated. You understand?
Patient.
No, that tune,
Patient.
Trust me.
Yeah.
brother. I can't.
No
You know
sleep.
already, but that's why I think it was a perfect storm with that tune. Cause it was so
appreciate
real
it,
to
man.
what was going on that everyone could relate. So now I just big you up. Good
Appreciate
to have you
it,
here,
man.
my bro. Proud of everything man's
come
doing.
on.
But let's talk. Now we've got the three of you here. Let's start talking about this movie now.
Yes.
Trapping, let's repeat again. It's out September the 15th. My people, take it in, go view that. You understand? It's we had, as I say, we've seen an advanced viewing and dope.
Man are the first in the culture to
But we're the
see
first in the
it.
culture.
I'll be honest, like, trust me.
Respect that. Respect. Yeah.
Oh, no, it's like that.
No,
No, they ain't seen
no,
it.
we don't normally like, for us. We don't even normally send our films out like that. But I think like we were speaking, we said it's important for you guys to see it
And I appreciate it.
and
We
understand the
appreciate
work.
Kyle said to me, he said, you better watch
I
this.
said to
quick
Doug,
before
Doug, go watch it.
He was like, hey, listen, we were
Brother.
self-destruct, fam. You need to watch this real
Yeah, I was
quick.
saying, Doug, watch the thing. Because I know sometimes Doug was like, boy, I didn't get. I was like, no, you got to watch this.
Yeah,
one.
nah,
But I knew
yeah,
it was
man.
good. But you see, with us, we're not the types to be like, you know, some man will jump on story and all of that and be like, yeah, but what? Nah, it's however you want us to run it. You understand? It's not that.
100%.
But nah, we feel blessed to be some of the first to see it. So let's talk it. Let's start with Abs, because Abs just come in now. You're a character. Magic.
Yes, come on.
Brother, listen.
See it, man.
Listen to what I'm saying to you.
Magic's
Is that your first acting piece as well?
Yeah. First thing, man.
First movie.
Yeah.
Did you call PK humble and say you got a movie?
Hey, you know what's
Did you
mad?
flip the
Like,
script on him?
I can't lie, the script, everything, it was just like, I can't lie, it was made for man still.
Yeah,
made
yeah,
for you,
It
bro.
was pattern, man, and it didn't like, a man didn't struggle as much as I thought I would, didn't it?
Nah, I think
It
you're
was
natural.
mad.
Played it well.
Yeah,
really
man,
well,
like,
really good.
appreciate it, man.
I think you're a
Like,
natural, bro. I'll be honest. Me watching it, was there anything in there that you ad-libbed or was it all script?
basically, you see the whole script, I just said everything in my own words, innit?
That's
You
what
paid
I
it
could
his way.
feel it. I could
You
feel
get
it.
me? Yeah,
Like, as
bro.
I'm listening to it, I could feel it.
I
And
just done it in my own words. Obviously, you know, like man will read certain things and be like, "Alright, cool." Normally, nowadays, this is how man would say it. You get me, bro? So the man just slapped it in there, like, but it was mad. Still, I'm not gonna lie, man. The experience was crazy, bro.
how did it first come about? You man casting Abs in the position in the role.
Do you know what? Obviously we got the formula that we're famous for, and then I was talking to
Let me bust a champagne
Your-
to these
your
man
sister?
being
No, I was
Bust-
talking
bust
about.
a Bel-Airs.
So big up my sister. She's a music publicist, and she just I was talking to my sister, and like I was saying, like at the time, I was listening to Abras music, and I can't remember who else I was listening to out of the new generation. I was like, you know what, like. I think this guy is one of the best rappers out of the UK ever. Like, I'm not even saying that because he's here. I just factually, even before I knew him, even before I just thought this guy is one of the coldest to ever do it from this country. And so I remember, like, I'm speaking to myself. I've got this script trapping, like, but I want to put like a younger generation in it. I don't want to go like with our generation. I want to find someone younger. Talking to my sister's like, oh. Do you know that I was just working with Abra? You know he's interested, like they're looking at films. They want to do films. She's like, I just did. She had a tune. I think she did publicity for them on. It was a OFB and Abra song. I can't even remember what it was called, but like it was one tune. She was like, "Oh," I was like, "But what's he like though?" Because like these young people, like, because I'm like, "What's he like?" I'm like, "Was he respectful? Like, what was he like?" Do you know what I mean? She was like, "He was actually really easy to work with, surprisingly." I'm like, "Are you sure?" She's like, "You know what? Let me do this. I'll put you in touch with his manager. You speak to his manager, see what they're saying. I'll speak to Ads. I'll get on the phone to him. He's like, yeah, it's all good. I'll connect. Why don't you, me and Abs, like just jump on a call? Like we was patting it up. Then we had a call. Then we had a script reading, and that was good. It was just like, it was meant to be. Like everything about it. Like everything, like, you know, like sometimes you link people and you don't really gel with them, or like naturally, like for me, when we linked, I was like, right, it's like I've known you all my life.
Yeah, literally.
You know, one of those is like it was just easy, like, and then I told Nicky, like, obviously, Nicky's like, that's sick, like, you know, like, I'll pull up.
The thing is, it's about like the energy in it. Like, see, with film, it's deep. Like, you become a family. You're with each other every day. So you could be with somebody for 2 months, 3 months, 2 weeks, because you're on set. Even at the time, by the end of the set, some people are crying because you've bonded so much. No, it's true. You've bonded. You see them more than you see your family, because every day you're just with each other for long hours. I think, like, when we linked Abra, like, it was just like the energy and the respect was just there. Like, it was just like, I felt like I've known him for years. You understand? And how life is like crazy, because when we was making the Intent one, there's like a picture, it's online, like, of him. He's on the roads doing his little thing, and someone took a picture of Krypton Conan, and he's in the background, like, doing his own thing, and it's like...
Doesn't know Krypton Conan.
Doesn't know Krypton Conan.
Doesn't know us. Doesn't know...
Mad.
Doesn't do music.
Doesn't do music. He's on the roads doing his road thing without baiting up his thing, them times there, but when I saw the picture, and I'm like, he's met Krypton Conan, he's made a banger tune, they've done a remix, and then a couple of years later, we link him. Like, that's just God, you know what I'm trying to say? A line in the mandem, like, it's not by chance, you know what I'm saying? And then from when he liked computer games, I knew I liked him, because me and him on set, me and him were just on set, swinging on Street Fighter, like all the time, just playing computer. I just knew that, yeah, man, and his performance just talks for itself.
Performance is crazy. I think from beginning, I think you're just due to be a star. It's just one of them things. It's just in the plans that you're gonna be a star. Music, working, whatever's going on, but the role, see your character now, Magic, I'm gonna ask you something about that character then, I feel like how he was with you, what's his name, Daz, it's like he wants to, it's like he likes him, but I can't really like him more than I can like him. I know the thing. You get me?
That's bad boy. That's exactly what it was. I remember it's the streets, like, so you know, like, nothing's ever straightforward like that, bro. It's like, you want to show the youth enough love, but it's like, nah, we're here, bro, man. Don't work like that.
Still.
Bro, you get me, bro? Like, I can't lie, it's mad, bro. It's mad.
That's what I got from it. So you're saying that's what it was,
bro? It's like, that's what I understood from the role, innit? Like, the things that I'm seeing certain times I got to do to the youth, and then certain times, like, it's like I'm cool with him, then I'm on him, and I'm saying, bro, this is exactly how it goes. You get me?
That's exactly how it goes.
But the youth, them, you know, like, bro, like, as a youth on the curbs, and say you're dealing with someone like Magic, you're kind of confused. You get me? You don't know whether my man rates me, or is he just making shots?
But there's one bit when you try to give him the big brother thing, I like you,
Next minute, man is switching on you.
It's psychological, bro. You get me? It's only as man got older, man understood that stuff, bro. Cause it's like, bro, you know, Daz, if you can see throughout the whole thing, Daz in a way is trying to prove himself to Magic constantly. You get me? And it's like Magic, it's like, alright, cool. Certain times, man might like congratulate you, but not too much. It's crazy, bro. That's how it is in the streets.
That's literally how it is, bro. That's what I thought. I'll be real. Like I said to you when I saw you the other day, when I was watching it, mad flashbacks, because it's so real. Like, even you forget nitties are human people, bro. Like, it's only as an adult man I say, look, you don't even look at them like they're human, bro. There's babies on. Someone told me. I don't know nothing about nothing. I'm saying that's what I heard. But there's babies about whole families, this, that, and the third. Like how you lot portrayed it and put it together. Cold. your role and how you was dealing with the youth, like I started thinking to myself, I wonder what Magic went through
When he was younger.
to make him know
Mad
how to
to make him
think.
move like that.
Yeah.
Trust me, bro.
Because obviously Magic's got the ends on lock there because he's there, innit?
You get
You
me? But
get
you know,
He's really
but
been there,
remember,
done it all,
yeah, pre the message behind it though, yeah. Remember, Magic's still not the top dog.
Yeah.
Magic still answers to a man what answers to a
Yo,
next
next
man.
man.
You get me? So it's like,
There's a chain of command.
you get me? So you see to Dazza, Dazza's thinking Magic's that guy.
Yeah.
But you see now to Magic's older guy now, it's like, alright, cool.
yeah.
Now we're older, so man's got that sense of understanding where man won't deal with you like Daz, but it's not like man, like, you know what I'm saying? You're doing your thing, innit? Yeah. You're just a soldier, but you're just an older version of a soldier, basically.
yeah.
And then even him now, he's got a boss. You get me? Remember C-Biz is
Yeah.
in the club on
Shout
it.
out C-Biz.
Shout out
C-Biz.
C-Biz.
In my mind, yeah, I know it might not have gone that way, but in my mind, it's like C-Biz did that in one take. Because to me, C-Biz just rolled up and was just acting like I see. That's the same way I see C-Biz on his interviews. That's the same way I see C-Biz when he's talking. The same way, like, where's my money, man? Just get my thing. That's his thing. You understand? So he did his thing there, definitely. He did his thing. But yeah, your thing, yeah, I watched it and I thought all of them thoughts went through my mind in the role. Because I understood it. You understand? I understand what it is. But also as well, I think you're gonna get like, as the movie grows, and for the culture as well, you're gonna have some icon status like see like Rico. Paid in full.
Yeah.
I feel that's how man's gonna relate to that role there still, because
brilliant,
it was very real to the it was very real.
A man understand it fully, bro. It's like man seeing it, you get me? So
Yeah.
Like, things that was going on in the thing. I'm even saying to these, like, bro, this is brazy, man. Like, you know, some of the things I see on TV, it's like it's a bit sugar coated.
Yeah.
Even certain times the way the youths are talking, man, don't chat like that.
Or it's overhyped.
Yeah, bro. It's overhyped. You get me, bro? This is literally like the gritty side of it. You know, like when people are saying, "Oh, it's just another road movie," and that, it's like, bro, you see, if you watch this, make your youth watch this and show the youth. If you want to be in the band, though, this is what they're gonna be doing.
Brother,
bro.
I did. I stayed upstairs. I said to my son's 18. I said to him, boom, I got a link, them man's thing, because he rates with you, man. He bust me on you first. I have to say that as well. He was the first to bust me on you.
Yeah.
And I said, watch this. Then I didn't chat to him the next day. I said, you watch it? He's like, yeah. I said, you see, this is what, I started the dad talk. He's like, well, anyone knows that already, Dad. You don't really need to. I was like, all right. But yeah, I'd call it, what they say, it's a cautionary tale. You understand? It ain't glorifying nothing.
It shows how my man's life just got something. Literally.
You understand?
And when you see the girl injecting herself in
Brother.
it, bro, it's mad, bro. Even us, we wasn't even sure if we was gonna keep it in the film.
No, you have to keep that.
Yeah, because you know what it is. But the thing is, when you're going to sell the film to certain places, when they start seeing that, they're like,
There's certain platforms, they're not trying to see that right
they're
now.
not even trying to.
Because do you know what? When life is hard, content platforms want to create content that's good. And life is hard for people right now. And so what they like, the propaganda, the machine wants to create content that sugarcoats everything. And so when you want to do something like raw and real like this, people are like, we're not really. Can you take out that scene? Can you edit it like this?
Can you edit the trailer? Can you change this? Can you...
Even the poster.
Yeah, the poster is mad.
Even the poster is like, some platforms are like, we couldn't get the posters on the tube on a proper run.
Yeah.
Because they wanted us to change it.
Seriously.
Yeah, because we done a little run on the tube, but we couldn't have a full run because they were like, the TFL control those things, and TFL don't want no like scales and like, do you know what I mean? And this is like, because they want to portray a certain. It's an uncomfortable truth. No one wants to confront the reality that exists.
And nobody even knows, like, to the youths who haven't never done that, they don't know what a bando looks like. They got in their mind, it's looking like something else.
Think, they only see the back end of it.
They see the back. They don't understand like
the realness.
But the character is like,
you
bro, he was trapped. This is the thing. People think about, bro, he was literally trapped.
You get me? Like,
No
you know, like,
spoilers, no
man not
spoilers.
even seeing their mum like that.
Man not seeing that.
Man not seeing their mum at that age is crazy,
yeah,
bro. He's a young youth, you get me? It's like your parents is like a big pinnacle in your life, you get me, bro? So you see, like at that time there, like Magic's basically your dad, bro. That's crazy. You get me? That's
The man is
mad.
mad.
What, you don't see the dog's gone to link a girl. You see the girl that he's linking. You get me?
You me, girl. You think this is some fun thing?
See,
I
bruv.
love- Right, brother, that's real shit, though.
Bro, that's exactly what it
No,
is,
but
bro.
that's what
Hey,
he's
that
bagging
be
him up
killed
like he's pops.
Like literally.
That made me laugh so hard.
Man, but that's why I said it through watching it. Magic's giving the youth hard lessons.
Hard lessons.
Even with the little grub
Yeah.
situation where they've said, nah, Magic, I ain't gonna say too much, but you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Magic's giving him hard lessons. Don't worry, mate. Now you just got to peel this, that,
Yeah.
Because knowing how the game goes, that probably done happen to Magic already and something already. So
Bro,
now he
of
just,
course.
you're
I'm
gonna have
showing
to,
you
yeah,
all
you're gonna
gone.
have to understand.
Literally, bro.
When you,
Like-
when you do them things, sometimes you can be, what they say, you can be green to the situation. You don't really know how the thing goes. Really. The man's giving you hard lessons.
Yeah.
A lot of hard lessons he was giving him in there. Even when he was talking to him about the more you back your poker and man will not. Unfortunately, that's how the game goes.
That's how to move. Man,
Bro, literally, bro.
That's literally how it
when you
goes.
back man again, he had to do it.
Trust
Yeah,
me,
bro.
bro.
You do what to do then.
Yeah.
It's sick, though.
Not even to give too much away. It's
Yeah.
out on the 15th of September.
That's
on
what
the
I'm
drop
saying.
on the drop movie on our own platform.
Let them know.
Yeah.
Let them know.
Yeah, man, support it, man. It's important because you won't catch these certain films on certain channels and certain platforms because it's,
Right, and
it's
you can hear the enthusiasm
Yeah.
from me, from Doug, from the excitement of and I'm proud of what they put together.
Yeah,
but
sick.
you man have been doing it already.
Yeah.
You understand, and you've done it again. Abs as a first movie, crazy, bro. You took that role, you stole show in that, and you did what you're supposed to do.
And
But
the thing is, when people say to us, "Oh yeah, you put another rapper in your films," listen, we just put the best people for the role.
Yeah.
Acting's open to anyone, bro.
Yeah.
It's the opportunities for anyone. If he was shit, we wouldn't have given it to him. And anybody you've seen in our films, they've never been dead.
Yeah.
You understand? They've played sick roles. You understand? So you need to take that thing of it's another rapper. No, man
you
are
don't know
talented
what,
people.
you don't know what you don't know a man's capabilities.
Yeah, of course not.
Give him the
Of course
opportunity.
not.
An
Tupac
actor
was
might have
sick.
come in there and not been able to spin the role the way Abs
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
Understand?
yeah.
He spun the role and span it from a real perspective.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I watched that and I was like, this is some real shit. How he's dealing with him is some real shit. What's going on there is some real
Just
shit.
even the tones.
Yeah.
Man, it's like, even Magic, you don't do too much. Like, he's not
Brother.
wilding out. He's not like...
You know, like it's like my man's are almost like dangerously calm sometimes.
Yes, and that's...
And that will scare the youths more than a man just going crazy, you know. But nowadays, like the youths are getting older, they're understanding the louder the person is not really.
Yeah.
What
you know
it
what I'm
is,
saying, bro.
see the dangerously calm thing, like you just said. That's what it becomes because the game is the game.
Yeah,
That-
bro.
the violence a lot of the time ain't because man want to be wicked. It's because this is what's necessary for what I'm dealing with here. So now it just becomes you're just cold with it. It's not acting. It's just all right. You've done this. So I've got to do that.
Yeah.
You understand?
I
Normal.
believe even like it's like the tune that I dropped today. Yeah, in the last of the last verse or something, I'm saying like, man, surrounded by the violence and that to the point where like you adapt to it,
You become
and then
numb.
you just turn into some monster or something. You might just like. You get me? You're not the same person that your mother raised growing up in them type of situations.
Yeah,
like, you get me,
facts.
bro? Like, your mum don't know how you are when you touch out of that crib, bro.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know what type of person I am around my brethrens and that. You might even think my brethrens the bad influence. These times like blood. You get what I'm saying, bro? So it's like, them thing there, it's like, kids, like, naturally, bro, when they go on the streets first time, like, man's innocent, innit? You just get tarnished left, right, and centre, bro. Bare things are just hitting you to the point where it's like you understand it's either fight or flight. You get me, bro? So it's like it's either I actually take this in and understand it and then make it like it's normal, or man just gonna go crazy basically.
Yeah.
Enough of the man, them are good youths in bad circumstances.
No,
Literally, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'll be honest, bro. When man was growing up, bro, like man was a good kid, bro. You get me? Man was stubborn and that man had man's, you know, like everything that kids do, like do bare little petty stuff and that. But bro, man's whole thing when man was growing up is like, bro, man's not making no one bully me, bro.
Yeah.
That's what kind of turned man into something different. You get what I'm saying, bro? Because like, bro, man never grew up in no big brothers and whatnot and to like have man. So that's the majority of the youth stories out there, bro. It's just, bro, I'm just trying to have myself. And then you end up with like 5-6 men that's on the same thing. And the next thing you know, everyone's looking at you like, yeah, that's a squad. You get what I'm saying? Then it turns into what everyone thinks it is. You get what I'm saying, bro? But majority of the time, it's like, it's not only like money, bro. Like, if you being serious, bro, like, man's in the UK, you get me, bro, child benefit, all of them things there, bro. It's not just money, bro. Sometimes it's like traumas and that.
Yeah.
Like, You see, that's his mum ain't even 100% like that, bro.
He
ain't actually got nobody
Yeah.
to make him not pattern like that in his own house.
It's mad as well.
Listen,
You get what I
all
mean?
of that. No, I'd say you covered all of that in the movie. Again, I'm gonna move on from it 'cause I don't want to bait on the thing, but you showed what goes on, what can make a youth end up in these situations. A big thing that you lot showed, which I'm big on, is how one decision can change your whole life. You did that. You lot showed that again and again and again. Like one decision. That one decision that you saying to your brethren.
Oh, come
Let me
inside.
come inside.
Bro, that is
No,
mad.
there.
That was mad.
Stay in your lane.
That was mad.
Stay in your lane.
But even the decision before that, when he rode his bike there,
Yeah.
remember that man warned him.
Stay in your
It
lane.
was bad decisions, bro.
Bro.
Come inside, man.
Yeah.
Just for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
The brother's like, please.
Nah,
You know?
stay in
But
your
my
lane.
mum's always told me sometimes, bro, like, you shouldn't always want to be certain places.
Yeah,
Certain
bro.
places are not for you.
Some places
You
are not for
understand?
you.
I man get dragged in like that. You know, in that, obviously, Magic, like, he didn't have him on the line, but it's like someone different to Magic would have said, what was your little bridge? And I ain't saying that, and he's patterning with
Brother,
you.
I wasn't sure. I was thinking,
You know what I'm saying?
what? When man said, I wasn't
You
sure
get
where it
me,
was
bro?
going. I was
Like,
thinking,
that's what happens, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah.
just get drawn in, bro. It's your brethren doing the thing. You don't know what's going on. It's
Now
like,
you're 2 man up now.
I want let me roll with you, man. All of a sudden, you're in the same situation as him now. Man, I was telling you, I told you, man. You should have listened, bro. You get me?
for those watching this now, you lot might be thinking like, right, what's going? Go and watch this.
That's
Yeah,
the
watch
point.
it.
Go and watch
That's
it.
what-
Tell them again where. Tell them again where to
It's
see it. Tell them
on the drop movie
Go and
on,
watch it.
on the 15th of September.
Yeah, man.
All right, switching it up a little piece. Like I was saying to you before, yeah. The first I heard of your thing was the black box thing.
Yeah.
My son, he's in the. I think he was like year 7.
Yeah.
So I heard it. I'm like, what kind of badness is this you're listening to? Then I took it and listened to it myself all the time. So I was like, yeah, this is hard. So next minute, remix, Krypton Conan, all of that. But I was listening to your thing. Like, I fuck with the original as much as I fuck with the remix.
Yeah, man.
You understand? But what was it like for you as a youth man them times when you first got sent over or you first heard the remix and heard them man's verses on?
Madness, bro. Madness, man. I remember even how that, like, it's like, bro, man's in a picture with these, like I bought them at Intent on the set, you get me? And then I'm just thinking, how Krypton Conan, like, they come to my college and that whatnot. These times I'm just a college youth and a street youth, like, seen them on the Intent set, whatnot. Then after the black box, I wasn't even supposed to do that, you get me? A man's taking me there saying, man's gonna take you there so you can see how it is. But when man's got there, it's just me, you get me? And they're saying to man, yeah, you might as well do something. So then man's just done anything man could on the spot, you get me? And then from there now, the man's heard it off of the Twitter.
It's God's
Because
work.
because how you look in that setting and how it's like, yeah, this is what's supposed to happen. I'm ready. This is it, innit?
come on.
Like,
It's crazy,
like
man.
camera action. But you, man, from I saw you, man, when I say you, man, I'm talking you, PK Humble.
Yeah,
I saw you lot were smart youths
yeah.
and you lot had star quality, like confident.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
real confident. That showed. And it showed again when you lot did the black box, when you did the black box thing,
Yeah,
bro. It was
man.
just your moment.
It was just, man was just a man's mode, bro. You see, at that time there, it's like, it weren't as serious as it is for man now.
Yeah.
Them time there, man's not really, like, even, like, man being a rapper is a myth to man, bro.
Yeah.
That don't even make sense, you get me? You get what I'm saying, bro? It don't even make sense, bro. Like, man don't know nobody that's gone crazy off of it like that. So, you know, them time there, man's just, I don't know what it was, bro, but it was just a magical moment, bro. Like, that whole period, I couldn't explain how I felt, bro. Cause it's like, I never actually took time to, like, celebrate something. I just kept on going, bro, you get me? And it's like, bro, them time there, bro, there's only 7 days in a week. I'm doing like 14, 15 shows in a week, bro. You get me? I'm everywhere, bro. 24s, but I'm not thinking about it like that. Like, I'm coming out of the show and I'm getting the bread for the show and I'm handing it out to the man. I'm like, man, just hit a move or something. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy, bro. You get me? I'm selling, like, I'm coming there 30 man up. Like, yo, if the man am not coming, I'm not performing.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't really treating it as a business. I was just thinking, bro, I don't know what's going on, but I'm just doing it.
Yeah,
You get me?
straight.
It's only up until I got a bit older now, then I've looked back at it and I'm thinking, bro, this is crazy, man. Like, who would have ever thought? Like, even before that, that set, before even them being on you lot set, I watched they had a documentary. Do you remember these? I got a documentary. I can't remember what it's called. It's the Long Way From Home.
No,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Captain Conan.
Krypton Conan.
I was on
And
my
it's
brethren's
clips
yard.
from America and all of that. Yeah.
Brother, them time there, like, man's just in my brethren's yard on some next stuff, bro. But I don't know what made me watch that. It was at like 3 a.m. Everyone's gone sleep. I'm the only person awake. I'm a man, I don't really sleep like that.
Yeah.
So like, I'm just skipping through things and that. Them time their life's not going well as well, bro. You get me? But even then, it's like, it's just how man like was brought up in the streets as well, wasn't it? Man's young, man don't really need to be super rich. But at that time, the way everything around man's going, man's thinking, nah, man need bread now, man. He's like, bro, man ain't even got no bills to pay, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm stressing myself, bro. I remember watching that documentary there, and then I like, bro, I remember saying that, bro, I need to be something, man. Like I just said that, like just out of nowhere, like I just need to be something. And then it's not like I was pursuing music or nothing. I didn't ever think I was gonna be a rapper. You get me? I just saw their journey and said, nah, man, I need to do something, bruv. Like, man's not. This ain't me, you get me, bro? So after, when everything was going on, bro, it was too crazy. I felt like if I took time to take it in, I probably would have went mad, bro. Like, it's like a dream to man, you know what I'm saying? It didn't make no sense to me, bro.
Man, them go through a lot, brother. Man, them go
Trust me,
through a
bro.
lot.
Trust
We
me.
take it for, man, them take it like it's fucked. Our man, them just accept it and just push through. But man, them go through a lot.
Man,
Too
feel
much.
Like it's normal.
Too
It's
much.
not
Like it's normal.
I swear to you.
Because it is normal though, as fucked as it sounds, but it shouldn't be, you understand? But man, them just deal with it and move on. Man, them will, all kind of things will go on. Someone will drop or something and then it's like, oh yeah, so-and-so drop.
Bro.
But then next minute.
Same old shit. Like,
Yeah,
you
like,
get me?
and it's
like
the same
it's
everywhere, bro, from
literally,
Tottenham to
bro.
Lewisham to Brixton to wherever.
Yeah,
It's the
bro.
same shit that goes on. But you're going to get a few, man. That's why I say we're stars if you give us the opportunity, you know?
100.
You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
So that's why I big you lot up for when you put man on camera and you give them opportunities to do this. Obviously, Abs had already built something for himself. But you've opened big star. But you man have opened it now to a whole nother audience and giving them an
Yeah,
opportunity.
to our next audience. now.
Whole next
Audience is
audience.
different now, man.
You ready for the wave that's coming after this film?
Bro, it's mad, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Man, like everything that goes on, bro. Man didn't ever think that man could pull it off like that. You get me, bro?
Yeah.
Even when these page me, like I'm thinking, like, I think I could do this. You get me? But I thought, alright, cool. Let me just do it and see what I'm going. You get me? So when man's patterned it, it's like, bro, I want to see what comes of this, bro.
Might as well say the main character.
Magic still the show. It's
Magic
Magic's
still,
film.
bro.
Magic's film.
Magic's show. Yeah, it's Magic's film.
It's Magic's film, bro.
Yeah,
Magic is Rico and paid in full, brother. I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I'm gassing you.
Because I'm mad.
Rico's, but I'm telling you, it's that kind of, you see what I'm saying? That kind of iconic role.
Right,
Yeah, no,
Man's gonna be quoting the bars, bro. Remember, because I was watching it, I'm listening to the bars and I'm laughing. I'm laughing at some of the gems that you're dropping, the lies that you're dropping. I'm laughing because it's real. Even that, like we said at the end, the hopefully thing.
God.
God. As you were saying the hopefully, just as you were saying the last one, I said it myself.
Yeah,
I said, just before you said it, I was like, boy, that's one holy hope. And then you said it. And I was like, all right, because that's how real it is. That's how real.
Yeah.
If you're of it, then you'll understand how real it is. If you're not of it, you're not gonna get a clearer picture painted of what it is. You understand? And you might get a deeper understanding of why certain people or certain youths move a certain way and how easily you could get trapped into that. More time, it's always better that you walk the straight line because you don't really want to get caught up in it.
Don't want to get caught in
Built for that,
The
man.
straight line.
Trust me.
You understand? I'm hoping that in the sequel, Magic at some point is gonna rise to be the boss if he's gonna be in it.
Bro, Magic's stuck, bro.
Yeah, because he ain't going nowhere.
Magic ain't going nowhere.
Magic ain't going nowhere. So I might as well hope he
Magic's
rises up.
Yeah, Magic's
Mad.
trapped as well.
You know, Magic's like, you know that speech, because we're doing paid in full when my man's like, I love the streets, man. And
Yeah.
It looks like Magic's proper like invested in it.
Mitch,
You get
money,
me?
Mitch.
You know that bit with Mitch? That's Magic. Magic's the guy in the car that don't want to leave the game.
Love the game.
No, but you know some man love the game. Magic's a man you know loves the game because he knows all the tricks.
He's true to the game.
Yeah.
True to the game.
And he knows. Do you know what it is? It's like why it's like he knows his position in the hierarchy.
Yeah.
But he doesn't mind because he understands what's going on.
Fearless as
Magic,
well.
brother, that's a real soldier.
Yeah,
in
man.
the thing. That's the kind of soldier that's a real soldier.
Just do your job, innit?
By the rules.
But you can see
Yeah,
every
yeah.
panic in every situation.
There's no panic. That's true. There's no panic. There's no panic.
There's no panic. There's no.
No
The
panic.
use that, oh, this is just happening. He's like, what you feel was shot in Haribos?
Yeah, come on.
Bro,
So many bits I could do.
Bro, man's going out on a t-shirt.
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what? The man them were getting t-shirts at the premiere because that little sequence, we've literally got it on a t-shirt.
What's that?
Where he's like, the youth's like, oh, this has happened to Honey, and he's like,
Yeah.
what do you think was shot in Haribo's
Harry.
head?
Yeah,
That's literally on the t-shirt.
Yeah, nah, that's
Insta, bro.
No, that's literally on the
Yeah, that's
t-shirt,
real.
man. Like, because it is like
It's
some
true.
of the lines and the way like he
The
calmly
delivery.
deals
Calm
with the
Delivery,
situation.
the delivery.
But even that delivery calms Daz down.
Yeah.
You find
yeah,
it because even when he says it to man, it's not like he kind of has to cool down off of the back of that because it's like, yeah, for real, this is what man's like.
Look, and because you know why? Because this magic character has seen it all before.
No, he's 100. He's been through it.
Yeah.
He's been through it. All right, we better switch from the movie then. People go and check it. Make sure you go and check out that movie. September the 15th on. What's the platform
The
called?
Drop.movie.
The
Drop
Drop
movie.
movie.
Make sure you check that.
Yeah.
Femi. 3 movies: the kidhood, adulthood, brotherhood. As you said.
I wasn't in Brotherhood.
Oh, you weren't in brotherhood.
Yeah.
How come?
At that point, we weren't all friends.
Oh, you man fell out.
No, I didn't really fall out with anyone. I later discovered, like, obviously, because I was closer friends with Adam Deacon, like, Noah had his little passer with Adam, and like, you get caught in a frying line, like, do you know what I mean? And like, I was more friends with Adam and Amel. When I think about Kidulthood, I think about making that movie with them, man. I've not even watched Kidulthood since it come out. Because I don't really watch my films like that. Once it's out, it's just not. It's for the people. It's not for me no more, right? I watch it first few times, see how people react to it, and I know it, right? So I remember doing that film with them, man. So I remember like the brotherhood I had with them, man. Like them, man are like, even regardless, even when I've fallen out with them, they're like, I say to people all the time, don't even get involved because they're like my brothers. Because like, the minute I see them, it goes back to when I was 17. And I was on set. And because I had a closer relationship with Adam, when all their beef was going on, Noah just looked at me as like, oh, he's part of Adam's thing. And then he just, that was it. It was like I had beef with him as well because Adam had beef with him, but I didn't really have beef with anyone.
I wanted to ask you how much bread you got for the movie. They're still.
Their movies, I didn't really make mad bread for them.
Everything else was kind of like a little, you know.
No, do you know what? I didn't even really make my bread from it. I don't remember how much I got paid. Do you know what it is? At the time, it was enough money
Yeah.
because I didn't have no responsibility. I wasn't like...
And for the doors that it's gonna open.
Yeah, I didn't
Sometimes
really...
you gotta look bigger picture.
Yeah, at the time, it was enough money. Like, but looking back, like, you know, like... And also, it was enough money because they were small films. They weren't meant to be huge films.
Yeah.
They were like giant films. That's like being involved in those movies make me believe like I can make trapping and like I can make my own platform and it can turn into something big. I can make the intent and
Make
it can
man
be.
believe.
I can like imagine I make the intent and then I'm going to Antigua and people are like recognizing me on the beach, locals. You get what I'm saying? So like for me, like you know, I can do all of these things. Because of like being in those movies, so like those movies gave me hope, like they gave me like optimism, and so for me it was more than the money. It was more about like the platforms that they've gone on to create, even though they were tiny movies.
But
like,
it's good for people to understand that, you know, sometimes you might not get a bag straight away for things and you want to overprice yourself and talk about you want this and that. Sometimes it's an opportunity. Like the pay might be smaller in the beginning, but the doors it's gonna open for you as well can be the next thing.
Do you know what's mad? I wasn't even thinking about bread.
You wouldn't though, not them times.
You know, because I liked
Not them
acting.
times.
Remember,
You said you was in college, I like?
Yeah, I like acting. I was getting £30 EMA a week. I was happy with that. Like, and so, man, like, I'm gonna put you in a.
What's EMA? How did you laugh?
I don't even know what that is. I'm
No,
sorry.
hey, you know what's mad? Yeah, EMA. I think it was about when I was growing
What
up.
was it
They
about?
locked it
EMA,
off
that
like later on still.
Yeah.
When but man, when I didn't get to get that
Because
still.
you didn't go to college.
I didn't get to get
EMA was like an allowance that you get if you go in college. Like they'll give you like a little
A little
No, but that's what I'm
£30.
saying.
£30 a week
See,
or
the
something,
one
innit?
week, man, the 1 year man did do in college. They weren't doing them thing there by then.
Nah, they locked that off.
They weren't.
No, but I remember like, you know, I wasn't thinking about bread. Like when I as a youth man doing those movies, it wasn't like, oh, let's negotiate money, It wasn't in my mind. I'll be lying to you if I said it.
And you can't only get paid by what the budget is.
Yeah.
So you can't demand a certain amount of money if the
Eat
film
up the
costs,
budget.
if the film is only X amount. So
You know what?
it's-
Yeah,
it's
you know
gotta
what I
be
would say. You
realistic.
see, like the best like creative stuff that man's ever made. Man's made without pre in the papers, bro.
Yeah.
Like man never did think about how much money man's gonna make off of a song or you get what I'm saying. It's just
because you're doing it for the art.
yeah, bro. It just goes crazy.
It don't
But you know what's
The paper
mad,
will
Pounds?
come.
You know what? Like this might sound crazy to man, yeah, but you see me, yeah. I'm not like a person that's like super passionate about music, bro. You get what I'm saying? It was just man's way out. You get what I'm saying, bro? It's either that or 9 to 5 or whatever.
bro,
You get what I'm saying? It feeds, man. You get it, bro?
Yeah.
Like, you see, like music, I think from the Quran, from man reading the Quran, yeah, like the melodies and that man would use to read the Quran is what helped man with music, you get me?
Yeah.
And obviously when I was younger, man, I used to read bare books when I was a kid and that. So I think that stuff just made it look to people like, yo, man's got the maddest ability, like he must rate the music so much, but it's not really that, bro. It's just, you get what I'm saying, bro? It feeds man, bro. So it's like, when man's done certain things and man's not thinking about the papers, it's just gone crazy, bro. Yeah, just gone super mad, bro. And it's like,
You're getting guided, bro. You're getting guided.
Yeah, bro. Literally,
You're walking in the footsteps that's already provided. I can see that with you anyway. Last thing I saw from you was a tune called For You.
Yeah.
The singing. That's why I say you're mad talent, because you was doing up singing in that one, and I rate it as well because that's how I know man know themselves and comfortable with themselves. And the real nigga, man was harmonising up the thing and doing it. Man had the gal in there pouring up the full fat milk on the.
You get me, bro? Like, you get me? That's why
Batty was hanging out the shorts. I always remember it's the blue top thing that's helping her thick her out. You know them way there.
Man's an artist,
not no semi-skim. She went full fat at the milk.
You get me, bro?
Ab knows what I'm talking about.
Bro, trust me, bro. That's that trench stuff, bro. You get me, bro? So it's like, you get me? Trust me.
Man noticed that still.
Bro, but it's like, bro, like, even that, it's like, bro, man's an artist, you get me, bro? Man can't constantly be rapping about one thing, man's not constantly just thinking about that.
You do that side well, though.
Yeah, definitely, man. Like, bro, and man enjoy it, bro. I enjoy it more than the drill music and that.
Yeah.
The drill music is just like, man's fans, they're glued to it. So no matter how much music that I do, apart from the drill, they always want to hear the drill from man. So man's always going to have some sort of aspect of drill. Yeah, you get me? Just come man's like catering to man's audience and that. But bro, like you see like the melodies and that, like the rap songs now, man's been getting into them and that. Yeah. Those songs have more of a meaning to man because man can explain myself more. See like the drill songs, it's like, I'm just thinking about the maddest stuff, bro.
Yeah.
And like, you get what I'm saying, bro?
Plus in the other stuff, you're growing. Like, you're
bro.
growing with like,
and it's trouble, bro. You get what I'm saying, bro?
You're moving to a whole new dimension
bro.
again.
Like, man's not even in that space no more.
Yeah, that's
bro.
it.
Bro, your life experiences ain't the same.
Yeah, bro.
You're
literally.
new things. You're not just on the block.
Literally, bro.
International. You're doing.
The EP that he done for the soundtrack is crazy.
Yeah. Some of the songs playing throughout the.
No, there's one song playing.
Okay, yeah.
There's one song, the end song with Poppy.
Yeah, yes.
Show me something. This is just me wondering, as someone like creatively, yeah. When you just use the one song from him in that, is that partly because his voice is flowing so much through?
So everyone wanted to use Abras songs throughout the film.
Yeah.
I said no, because I don't want to take you out of magic.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So everyone else was like, no, we should.
Yeah,
I fighting.
We fight about that all the time.
I think you're right. Still, I think you're right.
No, because I felt like the minute you use an Abra song, you're like, oh, that's Abra Cadabra.
It's not magic no more.
Nah, I thought that's why I was asking.
And when you're watching it,
alright, Femi did the right.
He was on my neck. He was like, nah, man.
No,
because I'm a DJ.
Because for me, the way I wanted to do it is that he tells a whole story through his music as well. Not that it's a musical, like it's so even though it's Abra, but it's magic, you know, the music. So it's like a score, innit? So he's telling you the life of this world through his music. So when you now go and hear the soundtrack, you're already familiar with the tunes because back in the day, soundtracks for films were huge things. Like, do you understand? Like, tunes blew off films, you know? So for me, I remember tunes from Set It Off. I remember tunes from, you know... Bodyguard. Yeah, but like, say exactly...
I said Bodyguard.
That's what I want.
I know what you meant, bro.
Everyone knows the Bodyguard soundtrack.
Exactly. For me, it's the balance.
That's the first thing I thought of still, but I hear you.
To be fair, it was a good decision. Like,
I think you lot made the right decision.
For me, I felt like actually the problem with, like, you know, you've got this rapper, he's like one of the biggest rappers in the UK, and then you've got him playing this really dope character, and he's doing it in the dopest way. The minute you put his music, the audience then become confused and they're taken out of like that immersive thing that you're doing where you're immersed in that trap world. And like you're seeing magic, you're seeing the way he's dealing with the youth, you're seeing Abra as magic. And the minute you hear it, because he's got such a unique voice. And like you're then like,
know it's him.
yeah, you know, and so for me, I was like, you know, let's just use that song at the end, whatever the end song is.
Perfect.
It needs to be his song.
Respect to you, man, for chopping it up properly and being able to come to them.
No.
Do you not ever clash?
No, do you know what? We always, the thing is, we have different visions, innit? And
Every day.
we have different understandings, but I feel like it's the balance, innit?
That's what
Do you
it's
understand?
about,
Because he's
yeah.
seeing certain things, I'm seeing certain, and like, we've always proven each other wrong. Like, some decisions I say to do, and it's worked. Some decisions he says to do, it works. And then if we make a decision and it doesn't work, we still support each other in that moment. It's not like, oh, you was wrong, or you was right. It's just opinions, innit? Yeah, we're being creative, and you have to respect that.
But them man never start arguing on set.
You know, I ain't seen that, you know.
From you ain't seen that, you're
You
good.
know what's mad there? You see these, I think they was more worried about how man was going to be on the set, bro. But I'm saying to the man, them, yo, like, man can pattern this, you know, it's calm, you get me? Like, come on, like, bro, man's civilized, bro, you get me? You might, like, from my music, people think that man's just some 24/7 aggressive brother, you get me?
No. Because you know what it is, you know what it is. The thing is, it's just the environment. See, like when someone's like, quiet, shut up, like, some man don't know how to take that. Like, who you talking
But I'm saying to the man,
But like,
Bro, I remember being on set. On the day Abra come down on set on the Intent was the most chaotic day on the Intent. We had a bar scene. Somehow, everyone in London knew about it. It turned into like random people one set that day. One set now. And then I remember literally, I remember like, quiet. I said, quiet on set. Someone goes, did my man tell me to be quiet? But the mad thing, what was mad about that? What made me uncomfortable that day? I didn't even know who it was. That day. I'm talking. He's on set. I don't know who he is. Like the best example of how chaotic that set was. We've got a random youth from some college on set. Because he's found out Crepington Conan is there. Remember, like, Abra's just there on set. Like, there was just so many people on set that we don't know. The thing about being on set, it's a controlled environment. Like, we know who's there. It's like, you know, we're filming this. Everyone knows who's here. Do you get what I'm saying? But the minute there's like random individuals, they're like,
the thing is,
what it was.
Yeah, the thing is that people are saying to their brother, yeah, I'm shooting a movie, and this man's like, yeah. Remember, shooting a movie, them times it was a big thing, innit? Remember when you had your music videos, it was a big thing back in the day. So then when you're saying you're doing a movie, man are like, I'm rolling, and man are bringing their Achilles, and before you know it, there's like 200 man on set.
And you're like, what is going on? Like, what is,
you understand?
what is
So,
this?
Starts to look like a dance.
Yeah, it starts to look like a dance, and it's getting sticky, and everyone's uncomfortable, and it's just all mad, but it's about navigating those situations, innit? And it's just understanding the people you're around and the environment. So as we've grown as filmmakers, you know, we will shoot films and no one knows. We shot this film in 2020, in COVID. 2021, in COVID. Like, do you understand? We was in Margate, went down there and we just shot the film. And I think with Abra, what I was most worried about was him turning up. Because I know you got to be at set like 6 in the morning or 10 or whatever. But what Femi was doing, he was just me and Abra every day at his house. Like, he'll be outside.
That's how you run it. I run it like that. And Abs don't mind.
I was like, you know what? I was like, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. So like the first day, some girl tried to pick him up. She's like, he's not answering the phone. I was like, you know, I'll just do it myself. See, I'm one of them. I'm a leader.
Smart.
I'm a leader. I lead from the front, innit? I'm like, actually, what's the problem? What, you can't deal with that problem? It's fine. I'll do it. I'm a solutions guy, and I don't mind putting myself in line of the solution. So I'm like, you know what? Even though we're filming in Margate, I will drive to my man's house and bring him to set every day. To the point where it was like, you know what? It's fine. I'll bring myself next week.
And to be fair to him, he was
Bro, those bad things going on.
Yeah,
bro, I had some conditions at the time there as well. So these I had to navigate it with it was mad, the solicitors and that. And then it got to a point where these have all had me stay there for a bit and that. Like, and I thought, you know what? I can't lie, this experience is crazy, bro. Like, I actually rated it. You know, for a while I was away from all the chaos. That specific time in my life as well. It was like a 50-50 thing. I don't know what was going on with myself that time. Everything was going so well, but in man's different life, like, stuff was crazy, bro. And I'm in some situations, I'm saying, brother, I shouldn't be in this, bro. If this don't go well for me, bro, I'm just gonna look like an idiot, you get me, bro? So you see them time when these are stepped in, it's like, bro, everything happens for a reason, bro. I swear to you, bro. Cause through that, man's just like I'm in different avenues now. I'm all saying to the man, yo, can we write our own thing? Let's pattern something.
See?
You get what I'm saying, bro? Like,
And that's what it's about, bro.
took away man's
That's what
energy,
it's
bro.
about.
Cause
That's
remember,
what it's
yeah,
about,
even
bro.
there was a period of time where man went quiet in the music. You get me, bro? And man just had time in man's hands, bro. Because man ain't sold man's music. I own all my stuff. You get me, bro? So even if man ain't seeing man on YouTube and that, the bread's still flowing in. But that was the worst thing for me them time as a youth, because I'm not working, but the bread's coming in. So I've got more time to focus on some stupid shit. You get what I'm saying, bro? So you see, like, when these up forwarded in and like they distracted man from all of that, bro, it's like, bro, man, appreciate these up for that, because they gave man an opportunity that a lot of man could have gave man the opportunity, but didn't really think about it. You get what I'm saying? They didn't have to shout, man. You get me?
No, but to you, bro, like, you was professional, you know? For us, like, you turned up, you did the job, you got on with everybody, and that's what it is. It's about how to maneuver in certain rooms. Do you understand? Just because we're from a certain place doesn't mean we can't go to another place. You understand? And for me, I feel like the way you dealt with everybody, do you understand? Like Penny,
the runners,
like, you know, everybody's important, from the man who's getting your tea. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He dealt
manners.
with everybody with manners and respect. He didn't
Manners.
speak to anybody, because, bro, the runners become like the top dogs soon. You know, they're running this distribution, and they remember you. They remember you.
Bro, like I always say, you think man could do this thing here if I had gone on funny when I was doing music and that. I could, man, wouldn't pull up. Man, would be saying, Pounds was moving funny from there. You understand?
It's about relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think the biggest gem in the business, like, for us, we just deal with everybody equally. Like, do you understand? If you show me love, I'm showing you love. Like, the only time I act funny with anyone is because you're hating on man's thing. Like, I've not done you anything for you to dislike, man. Do you understand? So if you're disliking, man, that's on you. That's not on me, bro. Because I'm walking with love. If I can help you, if I can put you in a movie. Because the thing is, what people come up to, put me in a movie. I really do this thing, brother. You don't need to tell me you really do anything. If you're telling me you really do this thing, I don't want to work with you.
You're doing too much.
You're doing way too much for me to bring you on set. Do you understand? Like, but if you approach me right, there's always going to be an opportunity. I always remember people, because sometimes people speak to me and I draw for them 3 years later. Like, do you understand? They're like,
that happens, man.
That happens for you. Like,
it happens, bro.
No, do you know what it is?
Like, do you know what's mad? I messaged Nicky one time, you know.
Did you?
Time ago, you get me? I swear to you, time ago, but this was, I think, when the Intense come out. And I'm watching, I'm saying, nah, this thing is crazy.
I didn't even remember that.
You get me? You wouldn't see it like that. Because them time there, I'm doing my own thing. I'm rapping, but I'm not rapping. You get me? So, like, I've seen that. I said, nah, this is crazy, man. I've DM'd him, you get me? Then I think I've ended up paging you back, like, maybe it was when we linked up for this thing. You get me? The man's actually seen it, like, brother, I just remembered I've actually shouted you before. So it's like, certain things are just naturally gonna happen, bro. You get me, bro? Just meant to be.
Nothing's personal. Do you understand? Like, people are like, I DM'd you, bro. Like, bro.
It happens, bro.
Yeah, it just happens, bro. Everything happens. Timing, like, bro, Doug, me and you spoke maybe a year and a half ago, and I was like, bro, when the time's right, we're gonna come up. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because we don't just move for the sake of just moving. Do you understand? We move when it's the right time to move, and bro, man, just kept that relationship going and start seeing man out and stuff, and then we're here now. Do you understand? It's just,
bro, and that's why the thing I always say to the bros, any of the bros, ask them the same thing I say to all of them. Yeah, when you don't watch nothing. When it's time and you got something you want to promote, shout me. Just give me a little notice. And that's it. You don't need to be. Because you know some people are like, pull up a mighty wait. Nah, brother.
Nicky
don't work like
Nicky ain't even hollered that man, you know, like.
bro, do you know what it is? I showed love to everyone.
We don't move stuff.
Man's on supporting everyone's thing that rates us.
And
we
everything
rate you.
happens at the right
and everything
time.
happens at the right. Bro, I want all the brothers to win.
Brother, but that's the energy we're moving with.
You
Maybe it's
understand
for the school, the generation we come from the school, but you see our thing. That's all I'm on, bro. That's all we're on. I've just been trying to just forward and let the youth them see that, like, man, them ain't hating on you lot. Man, them want you lot to come through because we've already been through it, scarred up bodies, this, that, the other car. So that's you lot's time. So if we can help and if we can build a little, not even a little, we can build our own infrastructure. Well, it's different, bro.
Yeah, because
it's different,
you know,
bro.
people try to play the man them against other filmmakers, bro. If a next man's film pops, it makes my film easier to pop.
Telling you.
Like, I want, there's not a
avenues,
scene.
it's open
It's not about
avenues,
just
isn't
me
it?
and Femi making movies. It's about 100 man making movies, because then we've got a movement.
Yeah.
If there's like one film every 5 or 6 years, makes no sense. It's not
And it's harder to put out.
Yeah, it's harder to put out. So
Get what I'm saying?
when I see
Yeah.
other filmmakers making films, first of all, I respect them because I know how hard it is. And then when they're putting something out, bro, I'm only gonna show that I post people's films that got nothing to do with me because I want it to win. It's not a thing that he's in competition with me, because if your thing pops, they're gonna be looking at us more.
Yes. Yeah.
Not that, do you understand? They look at movements. They look at things that are moving, not just like one person, bro. It's the days of one in, one out is over, bro.
Yeah.
There's loads of us. There's loads of Femis and Nickys. There's loads of Abras. Like when they see us working with Abra, there's another filmmaker thinking, I can do that.
Of course.
Like,
But,
do you
of course.
understand?
And that's why when you say you can make your movie, you want to write, of course you can, bro. Our stories are mad.
Yeah.
We're all living, we've lived mad stories, bro. So of course you can make your movie. And these man, you've now you're in the room, you're watching it happen. You've been part of it, the process. And these men are gonna help you with whatever you want to.
100%.
doing
Do you understand?
Together.
Like,
Man,
what
you
is
know
it,
what this
yeah?
thing is like? We've been writing it for like what? It's like a year and a
Yeah,
bit now.
like, the thing is
Literally.
that it's like I said, when we linked, it was like I'm linked, like a long
Fully,
lost
bro.
brother, also like, you know, like
Yeah.
because we connect, and I was like, what do you want to do? And do you know what was really special about those drives? Because it was a long drive, and it was doing 2 hours drive.
I was thinking that when you said it, you know.
We were rapping the whole time, back and forth.
Yeah.
Dope.
Like talking about business, talking about like property, talking about like literally everything, films.
That's an open
like,
university.
No,
course, man's
literally.
getting in that
Like,
with
like,
us.
I can't lie, I got some gems in
Yeah.
that.
No,
Open
what I mean?
Like,
was
bare
by
things
G.
that Femi's actually
Yeah,
explained
yeah.
to me, and I'm saying,
Like-
bro, I did not know it works.
Bro,
No one showing you
like
that.
that. You get me, bro?
Mate,
But
like we're talking
trust
about
me,
like
man.
literally everything, like just like literally like that. Those drives, I think, they were so important to the way the film came together.
Definitely.
And like the way, like, you know, even like the fact that Abra is here today, like because it was important for him to understand where I was coming from. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we're just where me and Nicky, like how we operate and like how we do business, and like from those situations, you can tell if you feel someone or not, man. Like, you know, like you could just
Bro,
be like,
you see, like, it's an energy thing, innit? All right, boom. See, like, when I buck you. Boom.
Yeah, naturally.
It's not a joke. Like,
Yeah, naturally.
it's real. You
Yeah,
understand what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
real, like, because it's an energy. It's an understanding. You understand of what we're on and how I feel. What I want you to achieve, all of that's in there. You understand? When we sit down and we're chopping it up now, it's because we're like-minded, bro. Like-minded people sitting down and to push each other's thing forward, bro. When I'm happy, bro. Like I say, I've watched the
man, you
youth
know
from
the
when
thing.
my youth showed me this youth spitting on black box in his puffer coat
bro.
with the little throw
You
going
get
in.
me? You get me?
The thing with Abs as well is like the things he's patterned behind life, like things that people don't see. Do you understand? These things patterned. Like it's not about like everybody talks about what's going on in the camera, the music video. It's about your life. How like when we switch this off, how are we all living?
Yeah.
Like, where we
That's-
going?
that's
Do you
what's
understand? It's important, bro. And
that's
like,
what's important.
I think he's put certain things in place. Like I don't even forward out of my house for many things, bro. But he's a nightman. I call him Blade because he only rides stuff like that.
Guy,
Vampire.
Man, they will link me at my yard at like a 2 a.m.
Like he's ringing me,
You get
and he's
me?
like, "Bro, I want the phone to ring." He's like, "Bro, we're going Abs." I'm like, "It's 12:30."
I'm like, bro,
Wait,
Bro, but it shows the respect I have for him. I'll come out my house at those hours because, bro, like I appreciate him and I respect how he set up his thing.
Have to
bro.
big him up,
Like,
bro.
you have to big him up,
Bro, I'm sitting there now as a big man. I'm telling you, right? You've already said 2 things that I can look at in my life and say, like, if I hear that, it's gonna take me to a robbery time. Man was bumping that so heavy at a certain point in my life. Heavy, you know. I don't think me and Nicky used to talk in that leg. Nicky used to ring me up. What do you say to me? When the angle grind at it, and I'd be like, I'd be like, yeah. You understand? Like, I'm no joke. That's how man them was ringing. Like, that's how deep it was. Now you dropped this film, and I felt the part you played in that film, and I shared that experience with my son. You understand what I'm saying to you? I made my son watch this movie same time. Cause my son's a big fan of your thing, and the whole OFB thing is in the bust me on that. Cause enough time I make he shows me all of that. Speaking of that, you was in there with Bando K. Shout out Bando K and all of that. You understand?
Bando, there's a few of the man them in there still.
I see a few of the man them. I was gonna say,
better G's in
I was
there
gonna
still.
say, run through some of the man.
man, there's better them man, Bands, Brads.
Big them all up.
Hector, see Hector.
Plus,
see Hector, yeah.
Bear the man them's in there.
Bear the man them was
You
in
see
there.
the man them, that's the man them's like, I just said to the man them, yo, what? You see this movie that man shot, yeah? There's a scene there, what they want you lot to pattern. The man them say, what? Man, it's there, what's going on? You get me? I just sent them out. Ask Femi, but you see like 20 goons.
I see like I said,
You get me?
Abs, bring like 5-6 man.
Nah, that's not how we do it. That's not how we do it. That can't work.
Yo, like even you see,
saw the sprinters.
bro, you know what's mad?
Pulling
You
up.
see when I'm showing the man that I'm working with these lot, bro. Like these lot don't actually understand it. Remember, man grew up watching Kid Out Hood and them.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Remember, like, bro, man's 26 now, bro.
Yeah.
Only
Yeah.
97, bro. When these lot dropped that thing, that
97, I came to England.
bro.
And look at you now, bro. You don't understand what that's an iconic role, you know.
Bro, no,
I
bro.
got
Mooney as well, you know. The little bad boy, one of
Onions
them.
thing was mad. The onions,
Trust
remember
me.
the onions?
Come on, bro. Mooney
You
was
know what it is? Like, for me, like, it's
still
amazing.
rocking the cap and that, like
No,
Mooney and
it's amazing.
no, the way there.
My
It's
brethren that
amazing when people say that. It's amazing.
Bruv.
For me, it's amazing when people say that because obviously, for me, it's weird because I still think of myself like people like it's iconic. Da, 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 da. I'm like, I've not even done an iconic yet. Like you know, like in my head,
Nah, you
the
have.
ideas,
to
you
you.
know
You're
the things there.
Yeah. I hear
You know
what you're
like the
saying.
things here. Like, I'm like, if I ever get to bring half of
Trust
it to
me,
life,
man.
Like,
Them
you
thing there,
lot don't even know this
Nah,
thing that
kid,
you lot just done now.
iconic,
This
bro.
is gonna drop, even though you done it to you lot. You done it. What you say?
It's
22 years ago.
2021.
Yeah,
So for you lot,
yeah.
this is like something you're bringing it out now, but it's kind of like you've moved on.
If you-
other ideas,
if you
but
saw-
it's iconic. Fam.
No, if you saw our plans for our next
I can
movies,
imagine it, bro.
Like me and him will sit on the phone for hours, like and people be like, oh, "You lot are killing it, you mate, bro." We think we're not doing nothing. Like, we're like, we have to go harder. Like,
But
just
that's the
that-
attitude, though. Cause
but
man, them can't
just
ever
that,
get
like-
complacent, you know.
Yeah, bro.
Man have to
Can't
push.
be compl-
Man have to
bro,
be driven.
Go and
I'll be
slow.
honest.
Yeah,
I hate
yeah,
when
yeah.
people say, "Oh, you're the brother from
forget
the
all of
intent,
that.
bro." I'm thinking intent, bro. Why are you talking to?
Nah, take the compliment, but
Bro, you know what it is?
Yeah,
You see that though, yeah? 'Cause it's like, bro, like when the man them will see Femi or something like, yo, what, Mooney from Kid Out Hood? Never Mooney. Like, bro, it's a mad thing, bro. You get me? You know, to you might think, bro, you're stuck in them time. There's like, bro, man ain't stuck in them time there, bro. Man, just remember where you pop from, and bro, like, it's iconic to man, bro. I got my brethren chatting to him, my brethren saying, there's no way in hell you've linked me with Mooney, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, like, he's family.
What's
bro,
one of
like,
your
bro.
brethren is
Baz,
proper
Baz,
acting,
Baz,
like yeah.
bro.
So like he called me like one of my brethren wants to get into acting.
Yeah,
He just
bro.
land road, yeah. I was like, yeah, fine. And he's like, can I put him on the phone? Like, yeah, put him on the phone. Like
Bro.
he's speaking to me, like he's like, oh, like mad excited. He's like,
Baz
oh.
couldn't believe
He's
it,
like,
bro.
oh yeah, but like he's like, I'm like, you know what? I'll come Absies tomorrow, man. I'll link you properly because I'm busy right now. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, what do you mean? Am I sure? I'm like, this is my brother. If you say like, oh, my brother wants to get into acting,
you wanna take it
like, I'm
serious.
gonna take it serious. So like, whatever. I'm like, Abs is my family. Like, whatever he wants, I'll come and do. Like, and you want to do acting, and you want me to sit down with you and explain it to you. I'll come and explain it to you. So next thing, he's like, no, I could tell he just couldn't believe me. He's like, are you sure you're gonna? I'm like, bro, like.
And he's done 2 big acting
Anyway,
jobs
he's done
already.
2 big acting jobs already.
through the man.
He's only
Like,
been
since
out
then.
for like 3 months as
Like,
well.
but could
Done a
that's
lot.
a-
should I-
give him options.
Should I show
Give
you
him
though?
options.
Should I show you? This is like that situation is one of the reasons I love Abra, because it's like
It's not just about
his
him.
friends just landed, yeah, and he's like, I want to be an actor. He's patting it up immediately. Yeah, the brothers got done on like a Comedy Central show for me that's coming out in October, and he's done a short film that's coming out later on this year in the space of 3 months. And I'm saying to him like, bro, chill. We're not even getting started yet. Because when I met him, I goes, you know what? The quickest thing I can put you in is because he watched the trailer for Trapping.
Yeah.
He said, "What? Are you not shooting any more scenes?" I said,
You are doing that, blood.
Trailer's wavy though. Trailer's wavy.
I said, I felt so bad, like you know, I was like, bro, it's done, man. He's like, no, what? Isn't there a way that you could? I'm like,
Busting
bro.
yeah, but them times he was probably just thinking a little extra. Or
Yeah, I'm
something.
like,
Now
bro,
you
but
probably busting me something better.
I'm
than
like,
that.
bro, it's
Mad
done.
Nice.
I'm like, but the thing is,
That's like madder than
I want to
that.
put you in a Comedy Central shot. He's like, comedy though. I said, bro, you told me you wanted to do acting.
Let
This
him
is
know,
what I've
let him
got
know,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah, let him know this is what it
This
is.
is what we're running with right now. So I need you to come and do. He's like, you know what, bro? You sure? Like, I'm like, bro, come on set. Like, my team will look after you. Like, just be an actor. Go and do your man's doing fitting, costume, makeup, all of that stuff. Like,
Man.
I'm like, and literally for me, for him to throw himself into that and then go on to another role, I called one of my brothers was looking for an actor. I was like, Abs, do you think that he'll do this? I called him, linked him up. He's auditioned for it. He's changed his brethren's life.
But you know what it is? I clocked from Ab said, she for me said, yeah, I finished my shows and I was boom, boom, boom with a man.
He's
I
like
know
that in real
that's the
life.
role because there's a certain man that Look, I'm one of them man there, innit? Everything I do, my dogs, them, I want you man to pull up. I'm here, then we've all got to come true. It's always been, my thing's always been, like, I want to put the man them on. If I'm going to, you can't enjoy it the same by yourself.
Bro,
I remember telling the man them
the
that you can't enjoy it
shittiest
the
thing
same
is
by
when
yourself.
you're the richest man in the room.
fuck
You
that.
see that when you want to go to
respect
dinner,
it.
you want to go on holiday and
Yeah.
your brethren can't afford it. Bro, you're alone, bro. So you need to start putting people on, so everybody makes money. Dame Dash said it, bro. Everybody in the crew should be like rich, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Everyone should be winning, bro. Because if you drop down, there's no one else to lift the crew up.
Literally.
Like, see, that's why I respect the man them's camp as well in terms of like the whole OFB thing and that.
Yeah,
bro.
man.
It's like, bro, when man first started, bro, man was like so annoyed at the industry and what could come of it and the police and that. Man didn't even come out on the OFB thing. Man just said, you know what, bro, can we make something where the feds can't even put this up and say, this is a gang, bro.
What was that, the Unto thing?
The Unto Nation thing. Man took 2 men from man's block, 2 men from our next block in Tottenham, you get me, bro, man's other brethren, you get me? And then we put it together. Obviously, like, shit happens, innit? You know how the ends goes and that, and then it didn't pattern, and then everyone's just gone to their sides, innit? But at that time, more time, like, man's the biggest thing in Tottenham, in general, like, North London, you get me, bro? So, I'm feeling it, but at the same time, it's only me that can do certain things. See, when Heady and RV and that come out, and then at a point I was managing Bando, SJ and Els, innit? Yeah. You get me, bro? The man them's things just went crazy, bro. And you see, when I saw that, that's what motivated me to make more music again, bro. At that time that I was quiet, I'm just reaping up all the rewards from all the previous music and that, all the streams and that. So I'm chilling, I'm cool, you get me, bro? But I ain't got no motivation to go and do it.
Yeah.
See, when Heady and that started going brazy, bro, I'm saying, blood.
Cause I still fuck with Can't Be Us, you know.
What? Can't Be Us is a mad thing.
Mad
bro.
tune.
And you see how we done that, bro? Organic. Remember the man them's real brethrens, you know, like from early. So it's like, H just said, yo, what? Man got a rhythm there, you know. Send me a verse, innit? I said, cool, send it. He sent it to man, sent him back the verse, sent it to Bando, let me get a verse, sent it. Like, that's how them things gone, bro. It's not no mad process to it. It's the man's actually brothers, you get me, bro?
Have you heard any of Heady and Trap's album?
That album's done, bro. That tape is man.
Crazy.
When you hear that, you're gonna know still. Cause them two, like, their ability is dumb, bro.
Crazy.
Their ability is dumb.
Even
bro.
a little
swear
clip I
to
saw
you.
on Instagram
Yeah,
flying
bro, man.
about,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Crazy,
Bro,
crazy.
like, you see them two, when they, like, the lyricism and that is just, it's crazy with them, like, man. Like, Heady and Chapo in general, like, they're just mad talented artists, you get me, bro? Especially man know them, you get me, bro? So, see, when they're talking certain things and how they even put certain things into metaphors and that, it's like, bro, it's too creative. It's like, bro, man could never just be just a normal street youth, bro. Man had to be something crazy, you get me, bro? There's too much around, man, that man can utilize and make the people them see that, bro, man's greater than just a normal hood you get it, bro? So, yeah, man. Like, the camp, I can't lie, the man them's going crazy right now. Heady and Trap, they got that tape coming out. And it's got the movie, the EP coming out.
You man are killing it right now.
Yeah, man, I can't lie, the block's going crazy. Bando just dropped his tape and that. You got Cash and that, got a couple things coming out, Blitty and that. Like, yeah, man, man's whole estate in general, bro. Like, man just, cause now man's actually realised, man ain't actually seen nobody in the UK do what man's block's doing. The closest thing I seen was So Solid, they're mad, you get me, bro? That was from back in the day, bro. But you see, like, actually, like, everyone on man's estate, bro.
everyone
Yeah, it's your estate. It's a whole
Bro,
estate of talent, brother.
It's mad.
Whole estate.
Like, my manager's my cousin, bro.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying, bro?
love to hear it.
Everything's in the house, bro, literally, bro. Like, like, man just always pray, like, yo, the man them can make sure this stays one, you get me? And just keep it going, bro.
Powerful movement, you lot.
Yeah,
got,
man.
Brother.
So
There's a lot of
mad
talent
movement.
going on. There's a lot of talent going on.
Can we talk about the soundtrack quickly?
Go ahead, bro.
Soundtrack, banging. We've got a 4-track EP. We put out the first tune today. It's called Street View.
Who's that?
We shot the video like last week, was that?
Yeah,
last week. Abra was like co-directing with us. Like he was like, no, we should shoot here. I was like, bro, do you know what? Do you want the director credit? And so Ads messaged me today. Ads goes, who directed this video? I said, just put Abra's name. He's like, no, but you lot done it. I was like, just put his name. It's fine.
So what I'm saying, like, normal stuff, like, that's family stuff, bro.
I said,
Cause our next man will look at it like, what? What do you mean I'm gonna put his name as a direction
I
and
said,
that, like,
I
bro?
said,
You know what
put
I'm
his
saying,
name.
bro?
He said, I'll put all your 3 names. I goes, no, just put his name.
No, trust me, man. That's love, because I swear to you. Man.
But yeah, so like we were shooting a video last week, and then like the tune that set it all off was that Abra done a tune with Popcorn, and so what had happened was like I think I was with Abra. I was like, you know what, I'd love to hear you and Poppy on a tune together, you know. Yeah. And then I was with Poppy. I was like, yeah, we just made no, Poppy, come on, watch the film.
Watch the film.
So Poppy,
first cut.
You could watch the first cut of that trapping, like when we made it, like 2021 or 2022, like early. Yeah. So we were doing a screening. He was in town. I was like, you know, I'm doing a screening. So we done a screening. I think like Poppy was there. I think
pot of paper,
like just a few man that I was rocking with at the time. I wanted them to get their opinion on what they thought of the film that wasn't involved in the film, so that they come watched it, and a few like women in the industry as well, like that I really respect, like Kamali and Shah Grant, and I can't remember who else was there, but like they were all come down, they watched the film, and afterwards we had a discussion. I was like, what do you think? Like, do you like it? What don't you like about it? Like, what could be improved? And they all loved it. And then Poppy was like, you know, he really liked Abs' performance, and like he thought it was sick. I was like, you know what? You two should do a tune together, you know. Yeah. And then lo and behold, these two link each other, and like at some club or something, and literally, they connected. Yeah. Next thing, they FaceTime me. They're in a studio, and they're like, oh yeah, we're in a studio making a tune. I was like, what? They're like, yeah, we're making a tune for the thing. Like, we're making a tune. I'm like, oh, I'm pulling up. 45 minutes later, I get there.
Tune's done.
Abra's gone.
Yeah, I passed that. So I remember.
I'm like, what happened? I'm like, where's the song? Poppy's going home. He's like, oh, we're done. The song's done. Oh, we'll send it to you. It's in the studio. They just left. Yeah. I'm like, but how long did it take you lot to do the tune?
Yeah, he records exactly like, man. I didn't know that. Man don't write lyrics, innit?
Yeah.
So
vibes.
Like he just goes in the booth and then just puts the headphones in. That's exactly what I do, bro. I find it easier more when I do that. You see, before, like there was a period where I was writing lyrics, but it's like I'll think about it too much, but I'll think, nah, I can't really say that. That's a bit mad, But you see, when I'm in there and I'm just like, it's just a freestyling thing. It's like, bro, this is my truth now, bro. I can't be lying about this. So my brother, whether you like it or not, this is me, innit? So when man guy in there, like, man's played the beat. He's saying, yeah, I rate it. I said, cool. Let me drop something. I've gone and dropped something. Then he's like, yeah, you're done. All right, cool. He's gone in there, done his thing. Then I've gone in there.
Well, and then literally like that, bro. Back the whole tune.
And then that
it's
was
like
it.
These man have done bare tune. Like it was like when I heard the tune, like so he sends it to me a few days later. Now where's this tune? Because obviously I got studio late. I remember Joshua fought someone on that day. Anthony Joshua had a fight that day. That's all I remember. The fight finished. Popcorn, S-style, everyone's gone. Like, and I'm like, but where's the tune?
Where's the song?
And a few days later, he sends me the tune. I listened to the tune. I was like, first of all, I was like, I thought these lot were gonna make a girl tune, man. I was like, why these lot like? I thought
make a killy tune.
I thought these lot could like, you know, like these two make sick girl tunes. That would be a nice little single. Like, and then I listened.
I wouldn't have wanted that from them.
No.
I know. Not for not that next time.
Yeah, I know. But then I'm preying the tune now. I'm like, this tune is cold. No, and I'm playing it, I'm blasting it in my car.
Still.
I'm like, this tune is cold. Then the other day it got mixed again. I'm like, never. Like, you know, like, because the thing is, that combination, like, the uniqueness of it, and like, just like bringing the two worlds together, and like being able to, like, you know, like, Nicky was saying with the Intent 2, we're able to connect with Poppy and all of that, and like being able to like link them together and like on that tune. I don't even think anyone would have seen it coming, and even I didn't see it coming, because the way they'd done it, it was like, I just had a different conversation with both of them. And they were connected, made it happen like that. And
they work the same.
I wouldn't see it, but I can hear. I can hear it.
Yeah.
Mad, bro.
And they work the same. Like him and Poppy's energy. They're on the soundtrack on our label. Like, do you understand? We've got our label.
Like man just linked him, and you know, like some man would waste a feature and just just jump on a drill song or something.
Yeah.
Like I like, you know, when it's Poppy, I'm saying, bro, we're gonna pattern something that the people them are gonna rate. I'm not just gonna make you just kind of make drill. Make you pattern a drill song. So when man made it, was like, yeah, man, this thing's crazy. And big up Hypo as well, man. Rest in peace.
God bless. Big up Hypo, man.
I remember I got a phone call from the dog, and I was on the block, bro. He's like, where are you, man? I was in the studio, man. I said, yeah, man's on the block. I'm just chilling. He's like, yeah, I'm with Scholar right now. Just link me. I've gone over there, Poppy's in there, whatnot, like. Then from there, man, just banged out the tune, bro. And like even the hospitality hype or something, that's the first time man's proper buck to me, get me, bro?
Yeah.
The hospitality, everything was crazy. And obviously, if you know the history between man's 2 blocks and that, it's mad, you get me, bro? So, like, the dog put all of that aside, bro, and dealt with man properly, you get me? So,
Yeah, see, grown.
obviously, you know, man's not really on the internet thing. When Broski passed away, man, wasn't really on the like RIPs and that, but man just got to pray, so like,
Real life.
regardless, you get me, bro? Real life, bro, but man, respect
man.
that.
R.I.P.
still.
Hyper is a real guy, bro. Real guy.
Real brother.
But yeah, that's how that tune come together, man. It was, and then obviously from there, just like there was another time, like me and Nicky, like he's like, I'm going to the studio night time, obviously, like middle of the night. Nicky's like, oh, Blade's got the man them out at night again.
No, but
Like-
when I forward,
No, Nick, and when he was in the studio now, yeah, I'm like, I want to leave now. This guy's like, no, man, I like his process, man. he's like, man, his process is
trust me,
amazing, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he's doing like music guy now.
When man's in there, man's working,
Bro,
I'm not
man's
gonna lie, man's banging out the tune.
He turned into
Gone now, you
full
lost it.
producer.
Nah, I'm
he's like
back in
full
it.
producer mode. He's like, no, man, this is like just a Femi. I just want to take it. I'm like, bro, I'm tired. He's done the tune now. Let's go. He's like, no, man, the process, man.
He was in the zone. What it
Bro,
is.
no, because I respect the studio, I respect the art. So soon as I'm in the studio, I understand him. But when I'm seeing him work, it's mad. But the way he's putting this tune together, and he's not writing nothing, and just the energy and the way he's doing the melodies, bro, man's like, this is an international star. You know that some people just don't know how good they are. Like, do you understand? It's just so natural, so easy to him. And I'm in there, and I'm just like, I'm like a fan, innit? Like, I'm in here and I'm like, wow, is this how he makes music? I get it now, bro. Like, you're so talented.
Because even when I sent the tune to the producer, the producer is the guy that made that Libyanka tune. I sent the tune to him. He goes, but there's another person on the tune. I goes, no, but it's Abra. He goes, what? He's doing his own feature. I like, because basically he's like, he's on this tune, but he's singing, doing all the melodies, and then he's done a verse. But it's not like a drill verse like what we're used to.
Mad.
It's like a rap verse. And the youth's like, no, but like, who is that? Like, who? I'm like, bro, it's Abra. He's doing the 2 pits. And he just wouldn't believe me. I'm like, bro, properly listen to it.
Man.
Like, he couldn't believe, like, the producer was so confused. Like, he just couldn't believe that the same guy that he's like, oh, I'm going to send you some drill beats. I'm like,
They're always looking to send man drill and that as well, bro.
And you're mad versatile.
Bro,
as
Yeah,
well.
he's
Like,
mad versatile.
Like, bro, you know, like, man, not to toot man's own horn, but I'll be real, bro. If you check the UK, bro, I don't care what no one says to me. And only when I was younger, I never really used to take these things. But, bro, there's no artist in the whole of the UK that can chat to man when it comes to versatility, bro. Like, anyone can go and just put on auto-tune and do what they're doing, bro. But if you check the structures of man's songs and how man put them together and whatnot,
no, it's proper.
it's not the same as other guys, bro. A man might go and try a gal tune now. It won't sound like man's thing, bro. I promise you, bro. Before, I never used to take that stuff and you get me. I was always on something like, I used to shy away from it. But as man got older, man realised, especially in this business, bro, sometimes man got to own man's own strong points.
Yeah.
You have to, bro.
You have to.
Like, man's not
Man
a
does
man.
it well.
Bro,
You won't see man on the shade boroughs and them thing they're talking about stuff, you get me, bro? But man actually know man's worth, you get me, bro? Man's actually, like, the most versatile artist in the whole UK, bro. There's
Bro,
not
remember-
one artist in the UK that's chatting to man about that.
My man's put out, I'm listening to my man on Robbery, and then I'm hearing like this Steph London tune.
Yeah.
I'm like, who's that? Like, I'm like, when I heard that Steph London tune, I was like, this guy's the best.
No, brother.
I was like,
Man's doing
no. I was like,
anything, bro.
because I'm like, but how could that be the same brother on this like yard meets, like, you know, like proper commercial?
Versatile, brother. Saying like that for you.
I'll be honest, when I heard Robbery, I thought he was a yard man. Like, do you
A
understand?
lot of people.
A lot of people did still. Only if it was like from Tottenham, you'd understand. Like, you see, like Broadwater Farm in general, like it's heavily Ghanaian and Jamaican influence. You get me? You see, that man's fully Ghanaian, like, fully. But man's got man's Jamaican.
walk
bread.
hand
And
in
it
hand.
becomes a blend, bro. A melting pot thing.
melting pot.
You get me?
Melting
And you went
pot
Jamaica
thing.
for the first time?
Yeah, Jamaica was crazy, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Come
man.
on.
That place, like, it felt like home, bro.
Yeah.
It was mad still.
Only for Ghanaians in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Trust me,
One
man.
people, man.
Especially on man's
One
estate,
people,
like the
bro.
cultures, like it's fully like merged in together, bro. Like, bro, man, my auntie's shop is on the front line. She sells all the Ghanaian food, and then 2 doors away from that, 3 doors away from that, there's a Caribbean shop.
See,
You get me? And then you got the corner shop as well, owned by the Yardies and that, like bare things, bro. You get me, bro? So that stuff there just came naturally to man. Like
course it did.
at one point it was all kind of like a joke when man made that robbery hook. It wasn't a serious thing, you know, bro.
Yeah.
Like if like man was being serious, man wouldn't actually come out speaking like that. You get what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
But you see when man's like listening to the beat and then I'm just taking the piss. Man's in the block, bro. I swear to you, man's in the block on the stairs, just chilling, bunning Zege and that. I'm mimicking an older yard man on the block, bro. Yeah. There's an older yard man, Jabby. You get me? He is funny, bro. Like when I mean he's super funny, he's a proper Jamaican brother. Like I'm mimicking him, bro. That's how I ended up kind of making the robbery song. You get me, bro? And it just turned up going crazy, bro. Ended up going mad, bro.
That's sick. Big still. Craziest tune. All right, we're gonna wrap it up. Time to bring it to a close. Trapping. Make sure you gotta take it in by whatever means. Go to the website. You need to see it. It's a big movie.
Big film.
Big up all of you man for coming through. Big you man for your
Bless for having us,
contribution
man.
to the
Respect,
culture.
man.
Big up Abs every time
man.
for everything that he's done and all of that. We're gonna have to move. Nicky, big up every time.
Bless up, my brother.
Femi, big up every
Blessings,
time.
kid.
Abs, big up every
Blessings,
time. We
blessings,
move.
man. Thanks
We
for
wrap
having
it up.
me.
Come, we bounce. Take away I'm from a settee.
You get me?